points. At ang kalaban nila, nothing to win, nothing to lose.
Oo.
TNC Pro Team. Usually kapag ganito na yung mindset,
Andito yun para manggulo eh.
nanggugulo na lang yan. So, this is going to be a matchup na ating papanoorin because yung TNC ay pwedeng dito umariba.
Oh, sa history ng TNC, mind you, kahit last season, nung nalaglag na sila, doon na natin nakita yung pagsurod-surod na victories ng TNC. Parang nakakagulat ngayon, parang nasan to nung kinakailangan nila ng points. Kaya nga, every season na nalalaglag yung TNC, lagi natin sinasabi na bounce back sila next season, aabangan natin yung TNC kasi mukhang may promise yung roster nila. And very big challenge to for Onyx kasi ang hirap basahin ng ganitong klaseng team. Pwede ka nang lasunin na to kasi wala nang ano to, kumaga wala nang tinatago to.
Yeah, sinabi rin ni Carl TZ doon sa vlog ni Manjin Paldas na sinabi niya na parang TNC rin kasi kumbaga pag nating to lose, nating to win ka, hindi ka na na-pressure at hindi ka na kinakabahan sa mga moves mo. So pwede natin makita yan. Can Onyx defeat TNC? Huwag ka nang alis, magbabalik ang Mpl Philippines.
The 12th season of Mpl Philippines is brought to you by the following sponsors. Smart, the official telco partner of Mpl Philippines Season 12. Our official sponsor, Infinix. Infinix Note, ultra-fast gameplay. And FWD Life Insurance. In the epic adventure of life, FWD is your expert wingman. Celebrate your victories living with FWD. Our partners in esports, Maya, it's everything, and a bank. Secret Lab, the official gaming chair of Mpl Philippines, and Pi Channel. Experience the Mpl Ph Season 12 action live at Shooting Gallery Studios. Tickets are now available on our official ticketing partner, Slash. Don't forget to catch all of our official league content on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. To ensure the equality and fairness of our games, Mpl Philippines is also monitored and supervised by the Games and Amusements Board.
Habang yung blacklist ay kumakapit pa, ayaw pa rin kita na napakalakas pa rin ng Pilipinas.
Ang nakaraan sa MLB Anniversaya Floating Box.
Celebrate together.
Hi, pagod na ako. Are we there na? Pagod na ako eh.
Sabi sa mapa, malapit na daw eh.
Promise?
Konting tiis na lang, kaya yan. Tara.
Sige. Lo, ano yun? Ang laki! Yun ba yun?
Yan na yun, tara.
Tara, tara, tara.
Hoy! Akin yan!
Paano mo kami nasundan?
Hala. Siya pala.
Tapusin na natin to.
Ha! Kayo tatapusin ko! Labo!
Tama na.
Hindi. May alas pa ako! Birthday dance? Oh! My flame shall reignite! Hala siya! Anong gagawin mo ngayon, Miss Newbie?
Hindi na ako magpapabuhat. Hindi papaiwan. Time to shine. Para sa atin lahat to. Celebrate together.
Hala! Nasaan tayo?
Ba't nandito tayo?
Hindi pa din nabubuksan yung box.
Paano ba kasi buksan to?
hindi nyo talaga mabubuksan ng box. Kasi kailangan nyo pa kami.
Oo nga naman! Hindi lang kaming mga host, kundi ang buong Pinoy MLBB community na nanonood dito at nasa bahay.
At once again, magandang gabi! Mabuhay Pilipinas, mga ka-MLBB! Palakpakan naman dyan! Okay, meron kaming hihilingin sa inyo kung gusto nyong malaman ang laman ng box. Magtutulong-tulong tayo, hindi lang sa event, kundi pati yung mga nanonood sa live page. Sa live ngayon sa Facebook at YouTube at sa mga live pages nitong mga streamers na kasama ko, influencers. Paano gagawin? Ganito guys, taas yung kamay nyo. Taas nyo, dali! Para matulong, taas nyo yung kamay nyo. Okay? Ready na ba kayo? Yung mga nasa bahay, gusto ko ilagay nyo yung kamay nyo over your phone. Kung nakakas kayo, itapat nyo sa TV. Patingin nga guys, yung taas, kulang pa. Gayahin nyo to. Gayahin nyo. Taas na ko, yung hindi nakataas, walang epic skin. Ang dami namin pamimigay.
Oy, taas nyo!
Tama!
Oh, paano ba? Sabi, Kuya Fuego, ano bang gagawin?
Itataas ang kamay.
Yun! Itataas Kuya Giant! Itaas yung kamay! Ate Nick!
Tatas!
Hi, Beats! Paano?
Itataas syempre, sagat na sagat!
Sagat na sagat!
Makata!
Itataas ang kamay!
Ayan na! Itaas na kamay! Patingin! Yung
Aray ko!
kamay!
Asam tambo!
Oh, Ate Shi! Tataas ang kamay ngayon! Kung ready na kayo, ready na ba kayo makita ang laman ng box? Mahina ang laman ng box? Ready na in 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, our MLBB box! Well, let's go!
Yes! Happy birthday, MLBB!
Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, buong Pilipinas, mula sa MPL Philippines, ang tahanan ng pinakamalalakas na Mobile Legends Bang Bang players sa buong mundo.
Nagkuha ng 2 teams ngayon. Eto na.
Samahan niyo kaming saksihan ang lakas ng Pinas sa darating na MPL Philippines Season 12 Playoffs. 6 na MPL teams ang maglalaban para irepresenta ang bansa sa darating na M5 World Championship na gaganapin dito mismo sa Pilipinas. Tumutok online ngayong October 25 to 29 sa MPL Philippines Facebook at YouTube channels or buy your tickets via /event.com to watch the event live. Kita-kits mga katropay!
Effective pa nga ba ang Pinoy meta? Ang mga Pinoy playstyle ba na ito ay muling dodominahin ang mga ranked games at pro scene sa loob at labas ng bansa? Sa nagdaang mga seasons, alam natin kung paano nagbago-bago ang mga meta sa paborito nating laro, ang Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Pero kahit na nagbabago ang mga in-game meta, pinutunayan ng mga Pinoy MLBB players na kaya nilang mag-adjust para i-dominate ang mga laban sa loob ng Land of Dawn. Kaya ngayong araw, balikan natin kung paano ginamit ng mga Mpl Ph pro players ang funnel strategy at kung paano ito nag-evolve. Ang idea ng funnel strat ay i-focus ang lahat ng resources sa jungler hero para mabilis itong makapag-farm, makabuo ng mga items para makapagbigay ng high damage output sa kalaban at eventually ay panalo ang laro. Kadalasang nagsisimula at ginagawa ang strat na ito sa pamamagitan ng 1-3-1 rotation kung saan ang support or mage hero at ang tank ay nasa mid lane kasama ng jungler para i-secure na makapag-farm ito ng maayos at mas mabilis. Para ma-funnel ang resources sa jungler, kailangan ng tank at minsan kahit ang mage hero or kung sino man ang kasama nila sa mid lane na mag-equip ng mask item. Tagal nyo na hindi naririnig yun na. Para hindi nito makuha ang golden XP habang sinasamahan nito na mag-farm ang hyper carry hero ng team sa mga jungle camps within the map. Kapag nakuha na ng jungler ang kanyang ultimate skill sa level 4, nagsisimula na ang trio na i-gank ang ibang lanes at kunin ang map objectives tulad ng turtle or lord. At dahil naiipon ng mga resources sa hyper carry hero ng isang team, siya ang inaasahan para magbigay ng pinaka-devastating damage sa enemy lines. Dahil dyan, siya rin ang inaasahan na magpapanalo sa laban. Pero dapat tandaan na isa itong high risk, high reward strategy na kung makakapag-snowball ng maaga ang jungler ng iyong team, malaki ang tsansa na maipanalo nyo ang game. Ngunit kung hindi naman, tiyak na kabaliktaran ang mangyayari. Tandaan na kapag mas madalas na mamatay ang jungler hero gamit ang ganitong strategy, mas mahirap para sa inyong team na maipanalo ang ganitong laban. Kaya dapat siyang maging conscious sa positioning during teamfights at maayos na maprotektahan ng tank at mage or support heroes. Alam naman natin ang mga marksman heroes ay kadalasang lumalakas sa late game. Pero dahil sa ganitong strat, mas napapabilis ang scaling ng mga heroes na ito at ang kakayahang ipanalo ang laban. Noong mga naunang season sa mga marksman tulad ni Bruno, Claude, Carry at Granger ang pinipick for jungler position para magawa ang strat na ito habang sina Hayabusa, Ling at Fanny naman para sa mga assassins. Pero nang inilabas ang bagong patch na mayroon ng designated na gold laner at EXP laner at ang bagong jungler items, tuluyan nang nailagay ang mga marksman heroes sa gold lane position. Matapos ito, nag-evolve na ang meta patungo sa mas madalas na paggamit ng mga assassin heroes sa jungle. Pero hindi rin nagtagal, sumunod na dito ang mga tank or fighter junglers o mas kilala sa tawag na utility junglers. But let's talk more about that on the next episode. At dahil sa funnel strat na ito, napatunayan ng mga Pinoy na kaya nilang i-dominate ang Land of Dawn, lalo na nang ginamit ito ng Bren Esports noong M2 World Championship para makuha ang tropeo. Okay, so alam naman natin na lumang strategy na yung funnel strategy. But in modern day Mobile Legends Bang Bang, meron kayong pwedeng gawin na tinatawag nating snowball. Kung saan, kung meron kayong mga assassin, marksman, minsan nga mage na ilalagay nyo sa jungle, basta maganda yung mga piyesa na bibigay mo para sa kanila in the mid, yung malakas talaga mag-support at magbigay ng seguridad, edi mas mabilis sila magfa-farm. Tas biglang magugulat na lang yung mga kalaban nyo kung maganda nga yung farming nyo, maganda yung early game nyo, sobrang sakit ng damage nyo. Actually, recently, merong isang strategy ginawa ang Omega na parang ganoon na rin. Yung Minotaur and Rafaela nila in the mid lane para suportahan si Kelra in the jungle. That's a modern day version of an old idea in the funnel strategy. So if ever gusto niyo yun gawin sa inyong ranked games, huwag niyo kalimutan, practice at tamang in-game communication lang ang susi para maipatupad niyo ang strategy niyo. Pero ang tanong, ang Pinoy meta ba na ito ay muling magdodominate ng MPL Philippines Season 12 at ang M5 World Championship? Yan ang dapat nating abangan. Kaya naman sana ay meron kayong natutunan sa video na ito. Alam ko lumang strat ang pinag-usapan natin ngayon, so i-share nyo lang sa amin ang paborito nyong alaala sa funnel strategy at magkita-kita tayo muli sa loob ng Land of Dawn. Maging laging updated at follow nyo kami sa aming mga social media platforms sa YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram at ang official website ng MPL Philippines Season 12. At tandaan nyo, sa mundo ng Mobile Legends, kung may alam ka, tiyak na mas malakas ka, kaya ano pa ang hinihintay mo? Laban na!
The fastest speed. The widest coverage. Experience it all from the Philippines' best mobile network.
That's the power of Smart.
Sa Pilipinas, pinakapuso, pinakamalakas. Sa TNT, masarap sa'yo.
Lipat na sa TNT and register your SIM now.
Ako si Oscar Romero, ang IGN ko is Sumpak and ang gold lane ng Minana Ibos.
Ako po si Lance Aaron Misa, ang IGN ko po Lansu, explain po ng Minana Ibos.
Ako po si Mark Lawrence ng Kabigting, IGN po Bao, multi-role po ng TNC Pro Team.
My name is Kent Anthony Baisa, yung IGN ko ay Soul. Tapos yung role ko ay Gold Lane. At ang pinasokan kong team ay RSD.
My name is Cedric Gil Romero and IGN Yoshino from Mpl Ph and as a tank roamer.
Hi, I'm Jem Lanyon of Onyx Philippines. IGN Jem, role Explain.
My name is John Patrick Dagdag. My IGN is Mumukid. My role is Post-4 of AP Brand.
Sakto po, nagpapatry out po, naghahanap po ng XP yung Minana. Pinatry out po ako ni Boss D. Yun, sabay naging okay naman po yung mga skill namin.
Galing po ako sa isang amateur team and after 2 years po, galing po ako ng TNC MDL Season 1. Nakipag-break po sa akin yung girlfriend ko kaya namotivate ako mag-ML, tapos napasok po ako ng MPL.
Nakapasok ko ng RSGPH, Noong nagkaroon sila nung tryout, kinata ko ni Madam Lexi na nakitaan ako ng potential. Sabay, pinapunta agad ako ng bootcamp para sa mga practice.
Nanggaling po ako ng Euphoria MDL nung Season 1. Bago po ako mapunta sa Onyx, nag-tryout po ako sa kanila and eventually nakapasok naman po.
So ayun, nag-start ako sa MDL Season 1 as Onyx Arsenals. Then nag-transition ako dito sa Onyx Ph.
Yung nag-post yung AP, yung brand ng tryouts, nag-register ako. Tapos, nung nag-start po yung tryout, nakitaan po ng potential ni Coach Daki.
Ang masasabi ko sa pag-stay ko sa Minana Ibos, parang malaking improvements yung maitutulong nila sa akin.
Ang experience ko po ngayon sa Minana Ibos, goods po sila, sabay solid po yung banding. Ang sarap po nila kasama.
Yung experience ko sa RSG ay masaya kasi nakapag-practice kami ng 5-man. Masaya din kasi nakakabanding ko sila kahit papaano.
So far naman po, marami akong natutunan as a tank since tatlo po kaming tank doon and nagtutulungan naman kami mag-grow as a team.
So far, yung experience ko dito sa Onyx ay yun, maganda naman yung pakikitungo ng mga tao and then bago yung management, then bago din yung mga players. Tapos yun, maraming learnings.
Yung experience ko po so far sa AP Brand, okay naman po. Mababait na po yung teammates, mapang-asar lang po madalas.
Yung pinaka nang ibabaw na feeling yung nalaman kong makakalaro ako sa Season 12 is yung excitement. Parang nasa loob ko na yung pakikipag-compete sa maliliit man na tournaments hanggang sa malalaking tournaments.
Masaya po, nanggigigil po ako lalo ngayon, lalo na nakapasok po ako sa MPL. Gusto ko pong manalo talaga.
Siyempre, sobrang saya kasi 6 years ko pong hinihintay makapasok ng MPL.
Yung experience ko sa RSG ay masaya kasi nakapag-practice kami ng 5-man. Madali na lang yung laro, may comms kami, ganun.
Parang mas nag-upgrade pa po since nagka-learnings po from MPL kasi nga po ibang league na nga po itong papasukan ngayon.
May pressure kasing kasama eh. Kasi syempre yung nilalaroan namin is hindi na MDL, maging MPL na. So, doble yung pressure, tapos yung mga expectations ng mga tao, pati nung kasama ko, mataas na rin.
Pagkasaya po na MPL, di po siya nagsisink in lahat. Ang alam ko lang po talaga, ang tryout for MDL lang po. So, parang na-overwhelm.
Kaya kong mag-adjust sa different teammates. Tulad ng if ever need namin ng utility, tanks.
Team player po ako at bagay na bagay po yung playstyle ko sa kanila kasi setter po ako. Like Terisla, ganun.
Yung matutulong ko po sa team ko is kaya ko po laruin ng role. Tsaka sa totoong buhay po, multi-role din po ako. Nag-aaral tsaka nag-ML po ako.
Yung madadala kong bago sa RSGPH ay mas gagalingan ko at masigitan ko si Eman sa paglalaro para mapatunayan ko na hindi sayang yung pagkuha sa akin.
Ang madadala ko po sa Onyx Ph this season is yung game style ko na pabago-bago. Kumbaga hindi nila mababasa yung uniqueness na dadaling ko sa laro.
Siguro yung madadala kong this season sa Onyx Ph is yung adaptability kung mabilis ako maka-adapt and then yung chemistry dun sa iba't ibang kasama ko.
Yung playstyle ko po kasi aggressive na mahilig makipaglaban sa lane.
To be honest, sir, wala akong team na parang ine-expect na parang pinanggigigilan. Parang lahat sila pantay-pantay sa akin. Walang mababa yung tingin ko, walang sobrang taas ang tingin ko sa team na to. Lahat sila para sa akin, gusto kong makipag-compete sa kanila.
Sa darating po na season ngayon ng PL, gusto pong makalaban doon ay Blacklist. At si Edward po yung gusto kong makatapat kasi napakagaling po niya. Ang taas ng IQ sa game.
Ang gusto ko pong makatapat is Blacklist kasi nandun si Aeon, best friend ko po. Tapos pangalawa naman ang Echo, si Sanford dahil dati ko pa siya nakakatapat. Gusto ko maglabang kami sa MPL.
Gusto ko sana makalaban yung Omega, si Kelra. Kasi lagi ko siya nakakatapat sa RG. Gusto ko rin matry at matalo siya sa MPL naman.
Ang gusto ko po makalaban ngayong season, Echo po. Since si Yawi and halos same kami ng playstyle tsaka hero pool.
Echo kasi yun nga, sila yung nanalo nung last time sa M4. Saka sila yung pinakamalakas kasi ngayon season, tingin ko.
Yung team po na gusto kong makalaban this season is yung Echo po. Dahil andun si Sanji, kaya gusto po malaman sino mas malakas sa amin.
Supportahan niyo lahat ng teams na gusto nyo and sa mga
The 12th season of MPL Philippines is brought to you by the following sponsors. Smart, the official telco partner of MPL Philippines Season 12. Our official sponsor, Infinix. Infinix Note, ultra-fast gameplay. And FWD Life Insurance. In the epic adventure of life, FWD is your expert wingman. Celebrate your victories living with FWD. Our partners in esports. Maya, it's everything. And a bank. Secret Lab, the official gaming chair of MPL Philippines. And Pi Channel. Experience the Mpl Ph Season 12 action live at Shooting Gallery Studios. Tickets are now available on our official ticketing partner, Slash. Don't forget to catch all of our official league content on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. To ensure the equality and fairness of our games, MPL Philippines is also monitored and supervised by the Games and Amusements Board.
Habang yung blacklist ay kumakapit pa, ayaw pa rin bitawan na napakalakas pa rin ng Pilipinas.
Magandang gabi, MPL Arena! And hello sa lahat ng nanonood sa buong mundo. Kayo ay nakatutok sa tahanan ng pinakamalalakas na MLBB players sa buong mundo. I'm Mara Aquino, and this is MPL Philippines Season 12. For the last game of the day, we're gonna see if the Onyx magic is wearing off as the Sonics attempt to bounce back from a 3-game slide. Standing in their way is the Phoenix Army, who remain determined to disrupt their opponent's campaign and showcase that they are more formidable when the pressure is off. Kaninong kagustuhan ang mapabibigyan? Sabay-sabay nating alamin. Sonics, Phoenix Army, ito ang tapang ng Onyx Philippines at TNC Pro Team. Pakbaka na, casters, pasok!
Paubos na nga ba ang mahika ng mga Sonics o muli kaya nilang mapaliyab ang kagustuhang ibalik ang dating karangalan? Alamin nating sabay-sabay yan sa ikatlong laban natin sa gabing ito. Kami ang magiging casters nyo para sa hapon. Ako nga pala si Umi. Ito, si Burrito at Chantel. Ano yun? Saan ang galing yun? It's Onyx versus TNC Pro Team.
Matagal ko na ginagawa yun eh.
Matagal na ba?
Ginagawa ko lang yung pagkasama kita. Ayan.
Para pa-fusion.
Ikaw, kamusta ka naman?
Diba?
Ay,
Nakakagutom yung mga laban, pero nakakabusog sa sustansya.
alam na natin yan. At bago ang lahat, pasalamatan muna natin ang ating official telco partner na Smart. Smart Gig Arena is open to all Smart and TNT subscribers where they can join an array of arcade games and esports tournaments like MLBB and many more.
To get started, they just have to create an account on gigarena.smart using their Smart or TNT mobile number.
At epic prizes ang naghihintay sa inyo. May chance kayo manalo ng gaming monitor, gaming chair o headset. Iscan mo lang QR code sa baba ng screen at sagutan ng survey na hatid sa inyo ng FWD, our expert wingman. Visit fwd.com.ph for more details.
Exciting ang laban na to. This is the last series of tonight and last week na nga ng MPL regular season. Medyo delikado ang Onyx ngayon. Nothing to lose para sa TNC at nakita na natin kung ano nga ba ang kaya ng TNC na nothing to lose. Ano bang mga naaalala nyo sa nothing to lose moments ng TNC?
Alam mo, last season, may binulag din silang kupunan. I'm not pretty sure kung ano yung pero yung bulag moments kasi, no, nang nadala-dala ng TNC, lalo na, kumbaga sa boxing, mga haymakers na ang bibitawan nito. Kapag tumama yung isa, matik may lalagapak.
O tsaka matatandaan ko for TNC, isa din sa mga dahilan kung bakit solid din ang kanilang fanbase is parang nagro-root pa ng MPL Season 9. MPL Season 8 actually nagsimula kung saan yun yung first time na nakita natin naglaro ang kanyang captain na si Bentings. Tapos ang ganda ng pinakita ng performance. Season 9, umabot sila hanggang playoffs at nakita natin yung potensyal ng kanilang team.
At ngayon makikita natin ang Onyx Philippines. Maya-maya lamang malalaman natin ang sagot kung may bagong mahika na naman bang ipapakita ang Onyx Philippines. Classic lineup pero si Yoshinu ang papasok ngayon.
Ayan na, yan yung isa sa tatlong roamers na meron ng Onyx Philippines. Ito yung usually na gumagana talaga na sa kanilang lineup. And sabi nga dito, ba't natin babaguhin kung gumagana naman talaga? Nagkaroon lang ng struggles kay Yoshinu last ng mga games nila. Pero this time, kailangan siyang umarangkada. And Gem, gusto kong tutukan si Gem dito, the hidden gem na hindi na hidden ngayon dahil na ipamalas na niya at napakita niya yung kagalingan niya pagdating sa mga heroes na medyo unorthodox na hindi natin nakikita ngayon sa meta. For example, the Glue, the Arlot, di ba?
Oy! Wait lang! Maglalaro na si Bao!
Wow.
This is TNC Pro Team! Chantel, excited ako.
Gusto ko lang sabihin na bago magsimula tong MPL Season 12, literal ko pong tinignan ko ano yung eye vision ni Bao. Nilapin ako talaga siya. Kasi medyo ano din ako. But yeah, looking forward kung ano ang baon ni Bao
ang galing na.
for this game. Dahil yun naman talaga ang pinaka-importante. Again, this is a preview of TNC Pro Team sa mga susunod nilang magiging laban. At ito yung parang pwede nilang sabihin na butong itatanim para sa pagsibol ng panibagong puno.
Grabe ang lalim ng mga metapora mo. At sana nga maging maganda ang inilalabas ni Bao ngayon sa laban na ito. Tignan natin ating team head-to-head. Medyo napasobrang hangin ko doon, Burrito. Kamusta ba yung head-to-head natin dito?
Kapansin-pansin dito na tinatarget talaga yung mga hero pool na meron sa King Kong, especially that Lancelot and the Joy. No, alam natin kung gaano kataas na binibigyan ng importansya ito ng TNC. Pero sa kupunan kasi ng Onyx, mix and match eh. Kumbaga, hindi mo alam, depende sa kanila kung ano yung ilalabas nila. Pero dito sa head-to-head, kapansin-pansin din na objectives talaga ang kailangan tutukan ng magabi ng team.
Actually, kung mapapansin nyo, talagang ang pinagkaiba lang talaga ng dalawang team natin is objectives. Tama yung sinabi dito ni Burrito kasi basically for TNC, kaya natin sinabi na talagang mataas ang potential ng team kasi kill participation is around 63%, first blood ratio is 48%. So parang nagiging problema sa kanila dito is how they will seal the kill. And that will correlate doon sa kanilang turtle control ratio and lord control ratio. Now na sinabi natin na nothing to lose, and for TNC, may mga instances sila na pagdating sa dulo talagang nagugulat na lang, yun yung ine-expect namin.
And nakaisa sa Echo ang TNC. Naalala ko pa yung first game na yun. And ngayon, alam naman natin hindi na talaga makakaabot ng playoffs ang TNC. Pero hindi naman ibig sabihin doon ay non-bearing ang larong ito. Larong ito ay napaka-importante para sa Onyx dahil sa mga kaganapan kanina. Kung babalikin natin ang pinakaunang serya ng araw na ito, na-sweep ng Minana Evos ang Echo. Isa sa mga pinakamalaking upset, especially in this regular season. And this time around, medyo mainit ang Onyx dahil kailangan nilang bumawi dito. Ngayon, tingnan natin ang ating keys to victory kasama ang ating analyst ni Chantel. Chantel, ano nga ba ang mga kailangan nilang gawin para manalo?
May mga bagong player na maglalaro para sa dalawang teams at napaka-importante para sa kanila kung paano nga ba ang momentum na kanilang gagawin. For TNC, it's all about the hope na pwede na ibigay sa kanilang mga supporters. Pero ito ang ating Infinix Keys to Victory brought to you by Infinix Ultra Fast Gameplay. Okay, so para sa Onyx, fast rotation for the mid trio. Again, yung ating meta ngayon is somehow nakaasa din sa kung paano ba talaga yung magiging vision. Kaya ang dami mga plays kung saan maganda ang nagiging play from Navarias. Merong mga sustain type of setups or merong sustain type of hero composition. At kapag mas mabilis ang rotation mo, ibig sabihin mas ikaw ang magmamanage ng ibang laning. Hence, mapaforce yung kabilang kalaban or yung kabilang team na sumabay doon sa rotation na inyong ginagawa. So it's more of setting up the tempo na rin para sa Onyx Philippines. Kaya naman, para sa side ng TNC, invade Ryzen's jungle. So since ang gusto ng Onyx ay faster rotation at pipigilan mo naman by invading Ryzen's jungle, ibig sabihin yung pattern supposedly ng jungler at pinaka-pattern ng rotation ng Onyx ay iyong pipigilan. Ngayon naman, para sa ating dalawang teams, support your junglers during objective takes. Nakita natin kanina, perfect example was the previous series kung saan napaka-importante ng objective taking at kung gaano nga ba talaga kaka-detrimental ang pag-secure ng Lord, Turtle. Actually, kahit anong part ng mapa ay importante ngayon dahil every gold, pag na-convert mo siya, it's effective for your team. Yan ang ating keys to victory hatid sa inyo ng Infinix at talagang excited na ako, pati mga kasama ko sa ating magiging laban.
Tagisan talaga ng mga jungler to, no? Pero kung napapansin natin yung mga latest nating mga laban sa Mpl Philippines, talagang hindi lang basta-basta retrihan ang ating nakikita dahil yung pag-control din around that area, yung tipo ng labanan na literal sayawan, napaka-importante din pala.
Yeah, sobrang gusto kong tutukan dito yung presensya ng mga XP laners. And, pero mamaya natin pag-usapan yan kasi sa ngayon Ryzen at King Kong ang tapatan para sa ating player head-to-head. Parang may malaking kalamakan dito si Ryzen.
May kita natin KD and even average Lord kills. Again, para side ng para kay King Kong kasi there are instances wherein siya nagsisplit push.
Yeah.
Parang siya yung nakilala natin siya, Lancelot user, nakikita natin siya na Ling user at iba pang mga assassin heroes. And sometimes, pag kailangan siya, doon lang siya sumasama talaga sa team fight. Pero interesting dito is mas mataas yung kanyang turtle take versus Ryzen. So, it's a matter of ano nga bang isa-set up na playstyle ng TNC para kay King Kong at paano yun tatapatan din ng Onyx para kay Ryzen.
Tumatatak din sa akin dito na mas mataas ang damage dealt shared ni King Kong. Alam natin na isa siya sa mga sabihin nating batikan na Joy user. And usually kapag Joy ang usapan, si Carl TZ ang lumalabas sa ating utak ko. Paminsan-minsan si Kyle. Pero yung King Kong Joy na nakita nating bumuhat ng laro, I think in one of the most important series din sa kanila, was that Echo? Parang, pero ang daming best
Teka, magpe-play lang ako ng replay.
Ano ba?
Oh, ano yan? Wow!
Ay, wow!
Panis!
May galon, ha?
May galon naman.
Tanda ko yun kasi parang nung time na yung sinasabi mong game, yun yung nagulat na tayo pumasok si King Kong.
Oo.
Tapos pinilit niya talagang ipasok yung joy niya doon sa marksman.
Oo, kumbaga parang man on a mission.
Game 1 ng Echo. Game 1 yun ng Echo eh.
Game 1 ng Echo. Yun nga, Echo, napaka-importanting laban sa kanila noon. And this time around, ang misyon ng TNC ay guluhin pa ang standings. May chance silang pababain ang tsansa ng Onyx na makapasok sa playoffs. At kung Minana Evos fan ka, gusto mong manalo ang TNC dito.
Sobra. At saka, kagaya na sinasabi mo, di ba, nagulo na yung standings. From spot na number 5, ngayon ay nasa number 7 na ang Onyx. So, importante sa kanila na makakuha ng panalo dahil Smart Omega dito nasa 17 points na. Minana Evos ay nasa 16 at sila ay natatanging nasa 15. So, importante bawat game, itong serye na ito para humakbang. Kasi isang game na lang ang natitira para sa Minana, o isang series na lang bukas ang natitira para sa Minana.
Oo, magkikita pa ang Minana at Onyx bukas. Yun ang isa sa mga pinakainaabangan nating post-match interview agad. Yung tipo na sino bang magkakaroon ng huling halakhak na playoffs na ang gante. Pero sa ngayon, drafting muna ng Game 1 ang ating makikita. Kapag usapan natin ang joy ni King Kong at yun ang magiging unang ban ng Onyx Philippines this time around.
Oo, kasi nakita naman natin yung potential tsaka meron talagang game yung TNC na pinarioritize nila yung joy for King Kong and if it's effective, bakit nga naman talaga babaguhin? Ngayon mabilis din ang bitaw ng drafting or banning para side ng TNC. So high respect doon sa Bruno ni Nets dahil dito din talaga isa nagsimula yung mga backdoor play na nakita natin. Season 10, parang hindi pa nga masyado nagagamit si Bruno nun.
Naalala ko yon. Sumisigaw si Butters, paulit-ulit na. Sabi niya, nothing but nets! Nothing but nets! Doon nabuo yun eh. Yung mismong Bruno play ni Nets na hanggang ngayon ay pati ka na Bruno user pa rin. Especially ngayon na pasok sa meta. Yeah. Pero isang marksman na pasok din sa meta. Ixia, hindi pa tinatanggal.
Umaangat na kasi ngayon sa sa tier ang isang Ixia. Kasi ang ganda ng kits niya eh. Kumbaga nilabag niya nga yung rules ng isang marksman na kailangan mobile ka, kailangan makakadash ka, kailangan nakakaiwas ka. Kasi yung mechanics ng isang Ixia, tatayo lang siya eh. Magpupulbaran siya. Yeah, may flicker ka, pero gagamitin mo yung flicker mo para itutok palalo yung barrage.
Oo, kumbaga parang mala-feathered airstrike pero marksman ka. At
Tama.
napaka-hapde. And this is why we see builds na may Sea Halberd kasi kung mag-ubi kayo, dikit-dikit din, lahat kayo matatamaan ng life drain. Pero first pick do we see a Fredrin no band? Open naman ang Valentina at iba pa. Ano bang magandang first pick dito?
Actually, pwedeng kuhanin din yung Baksha.
Yep.
Ayan, Baksha.
Baksha.
Ang galing mo naman doon.
Thank you po.
Okay. Thank you, P. Pero maganda yung Baksha dito. Kaya lang ang problema, may dalawa para dito sa TNC. Pwede yung Valentina plus the Teresa.
Yan.
Yun yung nagiging format na ng mga nagiging pickings.
Kung gusto nila, kasi nakita natin, parang nag-open up ng bagong opportunity. Pagka kinuha si Teresa, parang may counter na sa kanya. So pwede na naman sila dito mag-Valentina din ng Ixia. If ever, or kaya Lilia.
Edit?
Oo.
O para dito kay Goyo.
Ang dami nilang
Valentina.
choices dito, no? Pero mukhang Valentina ang kanilang kukunin. May isa pa silang pwedeng idagdag. I do think nag-hover sila dito. Pinakita, spoiler
Edit.
yung phone.
Ayan
Edit. Oh, yan.
Edit.
Ganda nito. Kasi yun, kagaya nga lang sabi mo kanina, di ba? Nagkakaroon na ng sagot para sa isang Teresla. Recently, lumalabas na yung mga Uranus. Pero maganda to para sa kanila kasi kung control lang ang pag-uusapan, andun yung knock-up mula doon sa Earth Shatter, andun din yung Onward. Ang daming kits ito. And flexible to eh. Pwede mo ilagay sa XP, pwede mo ilagay sa Roam.
Oo, pwede din kuminsan kasama mo.
Pwede din.
Jokes aside, for Onyx dito. interesting na 50% yung winning percentage no kay Ryzen. So it all depends kung ano yung mga heroes na ipipick nila. Kaya naman kumuha na agad dito ng isang mabilis, yung sinabi mong mobile or mobile na marksman, which is Mpl plus Terizla for the setup play. So ito yung ito yung strength ni Gem, kaya natin siya tinawag na hidden gem. Kakaiba mag-Terizla.
Ito yung tipo na magugulat ka na lang, 4 pala ang matatamaan ng mga penalty zone niya.
Sakto sa 4.
Alam mong nagawa mo ng tama yung trabaho mo kung isang MSC champion na Nats ang nakatingin. Kumbaga sinabi niya, grabe yung ginawa niya doon na parang gusto kong gayahin.
Tsaka very vocal si Nats.
Yun ang maganda. Marunong rumespeto pero mukhang si King Kong ginalit na. Fanny, Edith, plus the Valentina, parang comfort ata ang pinupuntahan ngayon ng TNC Pro Team. Tignan natin ating draft index in terms of wave clear. Mukhang may kalamangan ang TNC Pro Team, pero sa side naman ng push ay lamang na lamang ang Onyx Philippines.
Parang magiging importante sa dalawang teams is since yung wave clear nga ng TNC is mabilis, pwede na lang pabagalin kasi meron silang assassin.
Yeah.
Parang yung usual or typical mong pang-counter sa mga funny na heroes. Ngayon naman, kulang ngayon sa sustain na rin dahil nga ang na-pick na hero is more on squishy type of heroes with Valentina and Edith. So depende pa magagal. Nakarinig ako ng hero.
Hindi. Tinanggal yung X-Borg. Yun yung bagong voice lines ni X-Borg. Di ba na-miss ko yung voice line dati ni X-Borg. Yung, I'm super happy with my cyborg body. Wala na yun Tinanggal na Favorite yun
Alam ko meron very animated si sa
si X-Borg magsalita. Yun. And ngayon naman, tatanggalin na ang Kaja. Isa sa mga prime na pangtigil sa isang Fanny. Siyempre, pag may lumilipad, huhuliin mo. Lalagyan mo ng net. Pero mukhang lalagyan na ng Lilia sa final ban ng TNC. Fighting the wave clear potential of Onyx.
Ngayon na merong Lilia ban ang TNC. Expected na medyo makunat yung hero dito na ilalagay. Actually, pwede pa yung Edith kay Bentings Depende sa dalawang heroes. Kaya kanagandahan din na sila yung last na magpipick para dito sa ating laro para sila yung may X-Factor. Ika nga. So, Onyx, pwede pa silang mag-ban ng specific XP lane na ay nilang gamitin para ma-force. So, pina-force naman nila ngayon na anything pwede except Minotaur as post 5.
Mukhang pinipilit din nila na i-roam mo na yan, Bentings. Tinanggal na namin yung X-Borg. Ngayon, pinipilit nila yung maipit ang roam in XP for the side of TNC. Pero may chance pa naman silang mag-secure ng kanilang 4th pick at isang pick pa para kontrahin yung dalawang kukunin mamaya ng Onyx Philippines. Ano kaya ang idadagdag nila dito? Naghahanap pa rin ng marksman ang TNC.
Oo nga, no? Pwede dito ang pwede ang Ixia kung titignan natin. Kaya lang kasi ang worry mo lang doon is yung position. Kailangan mo na mag-frontline. At isa pa sa mga alalahanin dito ng kubunan ng TNC, di ba pag may back siya, ang mechanics talaga ng isang back siya, tumatawid yan sa form ng kabila. It's heavily buff dependent kasi itong assassin na ito. Pero Harit ang magiging ruta nila.
Uy, kakaiba to Matagal na natin hindi nakikita yung Harit, Chantel.
Maganda nga, hindi siya experiment kasi nakikita naman natin siya, pero usual. Ano yun?
Insan, si Insan.
Shoutout sa'yo, Insan. Nasa likod lang ba kita? Hindi, nasa kabila si Idol.
Si
Shoutout sa'yo, Idol. Sana nag-enjoy ka sa MPL. Pero Chantel, ano yun? Harit.
Harit. Ayun, sorry. Yung Harit dito is actually nice kasi since mabilis mag-scale or mataas agad ang damage per second ng isang Harit over a marksman, medyo magkakaroon na space dito yung Fanny. Kasi yung magiging trajectory ng movement dito ng Onyx is to stop the Harit as early as possible. Pero it works both ways naman for Onyx. Pipili na lang sila. Pero maganda yung pick nila dito, by the way, na Paramis and so, medyo nag-double down lang sila though in terms of burst damage. But it all depends pa rin. It's Super Friends na gagamit ng Paramis. Itemization ang magiging crucial factor dito. Ngayon naman, TNC,
ano kaya ang sasagot nila? Parang flavor of the day kasi yung Paramis ngayon Kung babalikan natin yung unang serye, parang 2 times ng Paramis. Pero Hilda muli para sa kamay ni Bentings. Siya yung 100% win rate na yan. Tingnan natin kung magbabago.
At saka ang nakikita ko play dito for Bentings sa Hilda, hindi siya manggugulo sa jungler. Guguluhin niya yung gold lane. Kasi technically makunat yung jungler Di ba, even before na nauso pa si Hilda na may Hilda pa. MPL Season 9 ay ganun din ang pwedeng gawin. So makikita natin, a wave clear, very high for TNC. Same with the Hero DPS. Ang kinagandahan lang dito para sa side ng Onyx is medyo double-edged sword nga yung jungle hero ng TNC, and all depends for TNC on how they were able to pull off yung kanilang Harith para maging maganda yung kanilang rotation.
Yeah, isa rin sa mga alalahanin dito ng TNC ngayon, medyo may kabidinan sila pagdating sa crowd control. Diba? Kasi ang aasahan lang nila dito is yung Onward at yung Earthshatter na manggagaling sa isang gitid. And yung Fanny kasi, okay naman siya eh. Kaya lang kasi ang problema, sabihin natin makuha niya yung first purple na meron siya. Yung mga next na purples eh,
wala na kasiguraduhan.
Wala tayong kasiguraduhan.
Kumbaga parang buti na lang kinuha na nila yung Hilda kasi isa rin yun sa mga talagang
Manggugulo.
nanggugulo ng purple buff. Pero ito na nga yun, Game 1 of this Best of 3 series, Onyx Philippines kontra TNC Pro Team. Napaka-importante ng seryeng ito para sa Onyx. And for TNC, nating tulos na. Guluhin mo na yan, Bendings!
Oo, tsaka parang ito yung pinaka mag-uplift sa kanila para sa mga susunod na season. Pero nga lang parang naabangan din ng side ng Onyx. So, balik tayo dun sa ating mga emblems. So, again, this is the first time makita natin si Bao na bao ba bao?
Bao daw eh. Kasi
Bao.
yung buhok daw niya, bao. Hindi ako sigurado kung saan ko nakuha to. Pero yun daw yun eh.
Inspired by the coconut nut.
The coconut nut. Legit yun.
Pero yun, yung pinakaabangan natin para sa ito ng TNC kung paano mag-i-play for Bao.
Aray,
grabe ka naman dun, King Kong.
Napapaligar kagad si Yoshino dun ha. Okay, so yeah, yung emblems natin ha. Wilderness Blessing, Agility. So, focus sila dito sa pag-ikot.
Oo, talagang makikita natin na napakabilis ng pag-ikot. Actually, both teams, no? Yung isa nasa
Meron.
Skyway, yung isa nasa Highway.
Oo, depende lang kung saan mas mabilis. Yung yung sa toll. Minsan kasi factor yun eh, sa delay.
Oo, at saka ni Retri na ni Ryzen yun That's why medyo kulang sa XP si King Kong. Pero uy, mid lane!
Minadali kagad pero may trade din naman na makukuha dito ang Onyx Philippines. Ngayon, 17 seconds bago mabuhay yung unang 30 na ating game. Pero guguluhin uli
Regardless, actually maganda yung ginagawa dito ni Bentings kasi madedelay si Super Friends. Wala siyang Netherrealm later on na second pala sa top 3 most picked hero ni Super Friends.
Pero ang layo ng gap, no? Valentina naman eh.
Oo nga.
31 tapos 14 na yung sunod.
yan.
Valentina mo na yan. So, agaw pick din pala yung ginawa ni Goyo. Wait lang si Yoshino, sasampalin niya to.
Di sumusuko pero Shun po. Okay, may mga delays na nagawa sa both na roamers natin. Pero magsisimula na si Jim. Hahatakan na niya yung turtle.
Level 4 na.
Sisimulan ng Onyx. Hihilain dito ni Jem. Goyo ngayon naghahanap ng pwedeng hilain. Netherrealm na gamit na rin. Medyo maaga na nabato ng Onyx.
Si Jem dito siya lang ang nagsisilbing bouncer doon sa may gilid. Ngayon, penalty zone, Ryzen will secure that person na ating Keperpensiba din gagawin. Habang si Bentings dito ay lumalayo. Goyo nagamit yung Netherrealm. Pero nandun yung Lason, Ryzen. Gogo pa nga ba sila? Nagamit niya na rin yung kanyang 30 Puissance. Pero disengage.
Good point para sa side ng Onyx dahil perfect yung kanila timing during that moment. Pero with the movement of TNC, pala lang sabihin na it's part of their plan na hindi na talaga mag-contest doon sa may turtle dahil dumiretso lang. Uy, akala ko naagaw pa ni Yoshino para may retry. But yeah, dumiretso lang sige ko sa mga back niya.
Nahampas dito that power of wilderness na ulti ni Bentings.
Pero parang laging kulang yung damage, no?
10 bits.
Laging nating nakikita na may bumababa ng mga 100 HP pero hindi talaga nako-convert bilang kill. And TNC, kailangan nilang siguro mas asimin pa ng konti kung early game talaga ang kanilang hinahabol. But for Onyx, talagang napapabagal nila yung laro. Something that you want to happen kapag ang kalaban mo ay isang Vanny.
Oo, kasi kanina nakita natin diba, si Bentings all over the place. So, more ambition na lang ngayon ang kanyang ibinibigay para sa kanyang team. So, ngayon for TNC, ang kinaganahan naman dito is yung mobility nila since malayo ka na pwede puntahan.
Ay,
nagamit yung penalty zone.
Okay, King Kong. Betri ginamit din. At yung control. King Kong makakuha ng kill.
Malinis na pag-execute pero mid lane naman ata magkakaroon ng laban. Goyo, low HP pero Yoshino ngayon ay tatakas ng rin. Ryzen goes in!
Walang tatakas!
Nakakuha pa sila ng isa!
Oh, very crucial. Very crucial para dito sa side ng Onyx dahil nakuha nila dito si Goyo. Kaya naman sila may... Ito na yung sinasabi natin, guys.
Ano yun?
Tumambay na, boss.
2 seconds, mabubuhay na yung purple.
Uy, Bao!
Ay, nako. Na German suplex doon habang tatampan na rin. Ryzen flicker na nagamit na ni Bao. Nakabas siya sa kanyang primal rat. Pero dito si King Kong. Kaya lang napatay siya dito ni Nets. Talagang literal na nating bandes pero si Innocent. Ilalapit niya yung Disaman for may iwasan yung penalty zone. Doon lang sa may damuhan, tumama yun. And King Kong, mapapunish itong si Yoshinu.
1-for-1 ang naging trade at Turtle na ang magiging sunod na objective para sa parehas na koponan. Pero wala si Yoshino ngayon at buhay na rin ang koponan ng TNC. Pero Onyx pa rin ang mauuna sa pagong na yon.
At saka crucial, actually kasi kung mapapansin nyo, si King Kong ay, if I'm not mistaken, na agawan na or hindi niya na-secure yung kanyang buff. Ito yung sinasabi natin na since then, bago pa magsimula yung laban, so may kita din natin na Ryzen. Wala nga, orange buff lang. Thanks sa confirmation, member of the jury.
Uy, pero Innocent dito, nakasipa na si Yoshino. Pero King Kong with a cutthroat. Layo muna si Innocent, medyo mababa yung kanyang mana. Habang si Bentings nagtatago lang doon sa may damuhan. Free turtle para sa kupunan ng Onyx Philippines.
Onyx with their second turtle of the game. TNC naman mukhang gustong trumade ng Torres sa may bandang ibaba. Nakukuha naman ng TNC ang equal na laning sa mid at top. Kaya naman makakatrade sila. Even ball game pa rin. 300 lang ang lamang.
Tsaka alam din ng Onyx na gano'n yung ginagawa ng kalaban nila. Even for TNC, parang it's more on mind games na lang. Kasi magandang trade yung nakuha ng Nets. For Onyx naman, di sila masyado nag-react. Kasi diba minsan yun yung nagiging crucial factor. Pagka gusto mo lagi mag-react sa play ng kalaban. So ngayon, okay, sige, mamaya na lang. Parang napanood ko yung mga laban kanina. 14 minutes, 15 minutes pa yung clash eh.
Kumbaga parang mas importante na gawin nyo kung ano yung plano kaysa mag-react sa plano ng kalaban. Pero mukhang kailangan nilang mag-react sa purple buff. Bentings tatangkin ng damage. Yoshino low HP.
Aray ko, pinagtataga na gamit ni NetherRev habang si Kiko ay papasok na penalty zone. Para sa kumanan ng Onyx Philippines ngayon. Agawan sa purple buff cutthroat. Goyo makakuha ng kill. Ryzen ay babagsak din. Bao will secure that one. Habang ang kupunan ng TNC ay paabanting muli.
Mas lalo pang pumantay ang laro. TNC naman ang may hawak na maliit na kalamangan. Bentings nasa may bandang likod. Nasa harapan ni Nets. Summon Force na naman nagamit.
Pinagpapalo dito si Nets ha. Napa heavy crossbow. Hahatakan ni Super Prince pero may cavity na pagdating sa mana. Bentings din naman tumatayo lang sa first and second turret dito sa gitna ng Onyx.
Parang naka-ready lagi. May hawak kasing gitara si Kuya Bentings eh.
Gitara ba yun?
Gitara yan. Gitarist
yan.
But yeah, for TNC, effective ang kanyang ginagawa ngayon. It's really more on the objective taking for them except the turtle. Kasi dalawang best na binigay. Pero middle...
Oray ko po, pinaghahampas na naman dito ni Bentings. Ngayon, ang TNC, ngayon lang sila makakakuha ng lead.
Kanina pa nga hawak ng Onyx, no? At ngayon naman ay mukhang sila ang magsisimula ng pangatlong pagong, the final turtle of this game. Pero nandyan naman si Yoshino para mag-provide ng vision. Si Bao ata ang hihila para sa side ng TNC. Pero mukhang si Yoshino yung mas pogi. Ay hindi, si Bao pala. Yung turtle kasi tumitingin yan kung sino yung mas pogi.
Kailangan parang ang pinagkaiba lang, mga boss, yung hati ng bangs eh.
Ayun o! Ito na, hahatiin! Penalty zone sa dalawa! Habang sino-sino papasok na rin NetherRev. Nailatag doon, Nets makakakuha ng isa. Gugulong-gulong si Ryzen, makakabawi din. Habang si Innocent dashing in and out doon sa kanyang Zaman Force. NetherRev force na rin na gamitin dito ni Goyo. Pero dalawang mapapatay para sa Phoenix.
Good trade para sa Onyx. Even na naman ang ating laro. Wala pang nakakuha ng pangatlong turtle ng larong ito. Rectal Lord na po tayo. 8 minutes in at mukhang Onyx sisimulan na nila to. Safe ba to para sa Onyx?
Somehow safe kasi may vision sila from Yoshino. Kung titignan nyo, ganggaling siya doon sa purple buff at hindi na yata.
Ay! Hindi ka pa! Hindi ka pa!
Kinabahan ako doon.
Pero wala din siya retry.
Pinakaba lang tayo lahat.
Pinakaba lang. Pagka may magagaling naman talaga sa likod na mabilisan, magugulat ka talaga. But yeah, for King Kong, he was forced to use that retribution kanina dahil si Yoshino doon ay nandun sa kanyang purple buff. Unang Lord pa lang naman, so mabilis pa para sa kanila na depensahan. Ngayon, Onyx kailangan nilang nila i-continue yung kanyang ginagawa. And look at Nets, 5.7k gold.
Dami ng pera, pero yung ganong klaseng shot goal, no, yun yung mga matatawag nating ultra-fast na adjustment. Biruin mo, nalaman lang nila na walang retry, tapos biglang recta Lord na, nirush na nila. At dahil dyan, Onyx may chance ang kumuha ng unang 1k gold lead na meron ang larong ito. King Kong nasa may bandang likod, pero mukhang kalat pa ang mga miyembro ng mga Onyx Philippines para mag-push around the map.
Ang ganda ng ginawa nila dito, no? Finorce na rin na mabasag yung top lane. Habang bottom ang magiging target dito ng TNC. Pero masyado atang malalim to. Pwede sila ma-sandwich. So speaking of sandwich, Bentings, lalayo na muna. Nandun ang penalty zone! Pero makakasurvive pa siya? Yes, ay hindi. Kasi yan dun si Super Prince. Habang itong si King Kong, purple buff lamang ng Onyx Philippines sa kanyang pinunderya.
Dahil dyan, 1.7k goldie na ngayon ng Onyx and for TNC yung naging movement na natin Venting side. Okay, ilayo ko na lang sa mga kakampi ko kaysa madamay sila. Pinaka-importante ngayon is madepensahan yung Lord, which TNC was able to do. Ngayon, Onyx naman, napakalinis na kanilang objective taking at nandito na naman tayo sa may purple buff.
Ito talagang totoong away kapag may Fanny ka. Pero sino nga ba makakakuha na secure naman ni
Ayan,
King Kong?
King Kong makakuha nito, Netherrealm. Habang si Ryzen ay gugulong muli patras. Failed execution para sa Onyx Philippines. Pero yung pressure para sa kanilang kupunan against TNC, napakalaking puntos nun para sa kanila.
2,000 na nga ang kanilang kalamangan. Naging maganda ang kanilang objective taking at ang bilis din ng shot call nila. And for TNC, kailangan nilang sumabay. And this is kind of bad kung iisipin natin Fanny game to.
Yep.
Usually kapag Fanny talaga, early game pa lang 3 minutes pa lang parang rock na agad
Kailangan parang kung sa salita, kailangan highfalutin ka.
Ayan na, nabigyan na Netherrealm, nagamit din at the force ang TNC gumamit ng kanilang mga resources. King Kong, papasok pero yung counter pero hindi pa siya ni Yoshino bago mamatay. Goyo, makakabawi din pero masasabog. Ito si Innocent, hindi pa tapos ang laban na ito kasi si Goyo mabawi din. Nagulungan siya, double kill para sa isang Valentina pero nandun yung knock-up. Kaya lang, hihinga muna, 2 na lang. Both parties sa patitira.
3-4-3 exchange and grabe yung damage ni Nets doon, men. Hindi
Nawakan.
ko in-expect yung jungle heart nag-crit. 2 times nag-proc,
Biglang
men.
nagulat tayo na, okay, saan galing yung damage yan?
Nalusaw.
Hindi kasi natin napapansin, di ba? Kanina okay, 2 kills si Nets, pero kanina pa kasi siya lamang ng gold versus kay Innocent. Kaya naman, bigla na lang pumuputok yung damage for this Innocent at meron na rin Wind Talker. So, kung if ever man nagamitin niya yung ultimate niya, dire-diretso na lang din nalakad. Kung hitmap to, red na tong side na tong purple.
Kanina pa nga sila nagbabakbakan dito, no? Ngayon si Benting sa Manata, sisipay papunta at biglang matutunaw lang ng parang ganun lang. And that's going to be a kill for the side of Onyx. At ang presyo noon ay purple buff for King Kong. Ang tanging pwede nilang gawin dito ay i-steal na lang ang Lord na to.
Yeah, hindi sila pwede mauna kasi naka-assassin sila habang si Chem. Pero Tizone ginamit na dito kay Bao, pero hindi siya makatakas. Andun na rin yung Netherrealm at Super Friends will secure that one. Habang si King Kong ay papasok, makunat si Ryzen, Yoshino, may sipa pa, wala siyang sipa rito. At hinahabol lamang ng Onyx Philippines kung sino man yung magpapakita sa kanila.
Half HP on this Lord. King Kong, hinahanap si Jem pero si Super Prince ang haharap sa marami at dinuraan lang ng parang ganon. At dahil dyan, Lord secured para sa side ng Onyx Philippines. 12 minutes in. Pero level 1 Lord lang ata yun.
Oh, pero parang talagang dire-diretso lang dito yung Onyx ko.
Ayan na, nasipa! At 5 members mula sa Onyx Philippines ang mag-burst dito kay Bentex. And Ryzen, killing spree na. Ngayon, si King Kong, ay hindi, nakuha niya yung purple.
Nakuha niya yung purple doon sa may bandang kabila, pero parang ito na yung pinakamalungkot na side kapag panic Yung pumo-purple ka na, tapos namamatay yung mga kakampi mo.
Tsaka sa moment kasi na yun, pagka nakakuha ka ng purple, tapos hindi naman na nakaka-convert, parang ang daming ina-open na space sa'yo ng teammates mo, gagaya sila dito ni Omi. Pero parang wala na nako-convert. So yeah, for Onyx, again, napakalinis sa kanyang performance dito. We really have to commend yung mga sipa ni Yoshino, lalo na doon sa may mid lane na turret kanina na pagkakita niyang palanding na, sasagi yung moves na, diretso sipa, kaya na-lock doon sa may under ng turret.
Grabe yung decision making ni Yoshino dito. Alam niya kung sino sisipain Kanina nga binurse na nila si Bentings Alam nila na kaya sapat yung kanilang damage. At ito na yung Lord.
At hindi lang yun, perfect game din para kay Super Prince. 100% kill participation as the bot lane inhibitor goes down. Mid lane naman ata ang isusunod nila. 2-man knockup pero si Bao ay naka-respond.
Oy, nakakuha dito si King Kong. Kaya makakabawi din Super Prince. Pero ni Zone, pero bagsakan 5. Onyx Magic in Game 1 ay mapupunta sa mga Sonics.
And this winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor, FWD Life Insurance. Napakabilis lang ng larong ito. Saglitang Lord, saglitang team fight. In Onyx Magic, mukhang nagbabalik na sila.
Nakita natin na yung play dito ng Onyx is para siyang kung sa supply and demand, and sige, wag na lang.
May economics.
Okay lang, gusto ko yan. Tuloy
Maganda
natin.
yung trajectory niya kasi paangat, hindi siya nagkaroon ng surplus. Never mind. Hindi nagkaroon, basta hindi pumitik yung law of diminishing returns kung saan
ano yun?
Parang nagde-deteriorate yung value.
Economics.
So paangat lang yung trajectory nila. Kumbaga sa top 10 chart ng mga kanta, paangat na ng paangat yung ranking.
Parang ere, by Juan Carlos sa Labaho ba yun?
3 billion na minion yung...
Milyon?
3 billion na minion.
Billion. Ganun pala yun. Pero men, ang ganda nga ng naging performance dito ng Onyx. Nakita natin na mukhang kalmado sila even with the high pressure na circumstance dito. Again, balikan natin, no? Ang circumstance nila dito ay kung hindi sila makapuntos ay mas delikado na ang buong playoff run nila dito. And para naman sa inyo ay pwede nyo ma-enjoy. Hindi nyo kailangan ma-pressure. Ma-enjoy nyo ang laro dahil available na ang October Starlight. Tampok dito ang exclusive latest skin na Twilight Waltz, pati na rin ang debut ng kanyang anniversary exclusive painted skin na Midnight Waltz. The Starlight Lucky Chest will also be available for a limited time, kaya bili na. Grabe, ang galing talaga ni Midnight, men. Biruin mo, may painted skin na si Midnight.
Feeling ko kailangan natin makita si Midnight na mag-waltz.
Ay, yung waltz ba? Sayaw ba yun?
Sayaw yun.
Sayaw yun.
Sayaw yun.
Tama, sayaw yun.
Ang alam ko sing waltz yung kanta ng Hail eh. Lumalabas na tayong edad natin.
Ay, hindi ko alam yung Hail?
Hail, yung Pilipino.
Hail?
Ay, sige, no.
Alam ko yun, nakalimutan ko lang kung yung mga kanta nila.
Shoutout na lang sa mga tito dyan sa nanonood ng MPL. Pero ngayon kasi ang balita ko mga sikat na ay hindi ko nga alam, di na ako lang alam. Basta ang favorite song ko, Lakas ng Pinas by Alison Shaw.
Ayan.
Let it be known to all mankind.
Na yun ang favorite song
Yun
mo.
ang aking favorite song, Lakas ng Pinas by Alison Shaw.
Ngayon na pinag-usapan natin yan at malapit na rin ang playoffs. Excited ako kung magkakaroon tayo ng kanta dahil tayo ang pupuntahan para sa M5.
Oo nga naman. Di ba laging may malupitang MV yun kapag M-series? Favorite ko pa rin talaga yun. Yung To The Top.
Oo.
M3. I mean, open sa Dare to Be Great.
M3, oo.
M3, malupit talaga. Pero malupit din ang pinakita ng Onyx Philippines in this game number 1. Ating himayin kung ano nga ba nangyari kasama ang ating analyst, Chantel. Ikaw na muna.
Unang hihimayin natin is kung paano nga ba talaga naging execution ng Onyx dun sa game na yun. Pangalawa natin hihimayin ay naging hero composition ng both TNC and Onyx para sa ating laban. But again, Onyx, tamang sinabi natin mga co-casters, it's all about composure at ang kanilang decision making. Isa sa mga sinasabi nating pinaka-consistent sa ating liga at grabe ang composure sa mga high-pressure games ay ang ating MVP para sa laban na to. Smart MVP for the game is none other than Super Prince with 5-1-12 KDA. So 100% team fight participation considering na yung first death niya is yung unang kill ng TNC para sa laban na yun. Sinabi natin, detrimental yon for Super Prince and the rest of the Onyx squad. Pero nag-stop na lang siya at hindi na siya pumunta ng far away after nung first na death niya. So may kita natin around 2-minute game time. Maganda ang naging bitawan dito ng kanilang mga Netherrealm. And kudos of course to Super Prince kasi sabi natin, pag meron kang Valentino na kalaban, as much as possible, gusto mo ikaw yung pinaka mahuhuli na gumamit ng Netherrealm. Pero nangyayari dito for Super Prince and the rest of the Onyx squad is that pag ginamit yung Netherrealm, it's as if it is a go signal na okay, pwede tayong dumiretso lang, meron naman tayong Spectre State. Ayun o, best example, Netherrealm from Super Prince para lang may support dahil ang pinaka-purpose lang naman ng kanilang pagpunta doon is to try and get the purple buff of King Kong. So again, for Onyx, very complacent, not complacent, very confident din sila na kaya nilang makahabol regardless kung lumalamang yung TNC. Pero pwede natin sabihin na 10-minute game time talagang Onyx na, or around 9-minute, almost 10-minute game time, Onyx ang nagdidikta ng laban. And up to this point, parang TNC wasn't really prepared for damage from nets na biglaan na lang naging 3-1-2. Around the 5-minute game time, if I'm not mistaken, it was nets that has the higher gold versus Innocence Hero which is Harit. And it's not effective kapag gold lane mo is mage tapos nauuna pa rin yung marksman kasi it's DPS versus skill damage. So makikita natin dito under the turret, diretso lang talaga with a double kill for Super Prince. And again, one reason kung bakit siya ang ating parang hero din before storyline way back MPL Season 10 ay very consistent ang isang laro ng Super Prince. So, pinag-usapan natin kanina, hero composition for both Onyx and TNC. It all boils down, effective sabihin na natin ang pagkakaroon ng Fanny. Pero sinasabi natin parang sa grades, may ceiling grade na ito lang yung max na pwede mo makuha for that quarter. Now for TNC, that's what happened nung may moment na naagawan ng buff si King Kong, nag-deteriorate at medyo nahirapan yung other lanes kasi somehow medyo na-force din ang movement ng TNC na mag-focus or mag-redirect sa ibang lanes. So, Onyx, yun ang naging maganda sa kanilang movement kasi kinapitalize lang nila yung alam nilang strength ng lineup nila at yung medyo weakness ng lineup ng TNC. So, in terms of tower push, 7-3, ang laki ng difference. So, it all boils down again doon sa conversion naman ng gold. Kasi kung titingnan natin, Monster Gold stolen, it was actually TNC. So, ibig sabihin, effectivity ng rotation, having a Fanny sa kanilang jungler, nakakapunta siya doon sa mga areas supposedly para kay Ryzen. Pero sinasabi natin, it doesn't really matter kung napakataas ng gold ng isang specific na player, ng isang specific na marksman, kung or kahit na sinong player sa isang team, kung hindi naman siya mako-convert into objectives just like any other ranked game or just any other game, it all boils down doon sa execution and yung end goal. So that has been my analysis for game number 1. I'm sure my co-casters are excited sa ating game 2.
Salamat sa paghimay nun, Chantel, no? Talagang nahimay talaga natin ang game 1. Anong himay mo?
Hinihimay ko lang.
Anong hinihimay mo? Ba't ganyan?
Insan.
Insan, ganong klaseng himayan pala. Pero alam naman natin na ang Onyx ngayon ay hindi lang basta-basta dahil nga mukhang nagbabalik na nga ang Onyx Magic. Pero ang tanong ay, nahuli na nga ba ng sabihin na lang natin ng TNC this time around, yung Onyx Magic? Kasi nakita na nila eh. Di ba usually kapag nakita natin yung trick ay nalalaman na nga rin natin kung paano nila gawin. Tingnan natin kung makaka-adjust nga ba ang TNC dahil matapos ang magandang takbo ng Onyx doong unang leg ng regular season, tila na-reveal na ata ang trick sa likod ng Onyx Magic matapos nilang magtamo ng 3 sunod-sunod na talo. Kung babalikan natin sa ang simula noong S10, hindi na bago ang ganitong sitwasyon para sa kanila. Ano nga ba nangyari dito sa leg 1 ng Onyx?
Alam mo, kung titignan natin na actually for Onyx, it's as if ito kasi yung pinaka-testing grounds ng mga teams kasi 'di ba naging malaki ang ating or naging malawak at mahaba ang ating break period or off-season. So, nung time na yon, pwede natin sabihin na it was Onyx, yung naging preparation nila is mas naging effective. Then came leg 2, kung saan nakapag-prepare na rin at meron na rin information yung ibang mga teams on how they play. Kaya medyo na-counter na din. So, medyo nagkakapaan pa yung mga teams week 1 to 4. Actually, hanggang ngayon, hindi ko na alam kasi week 6 na.
Week 6 na eh. Kumbaga parang pagpasok nitong season, naging mabisang armas para sa Onyx ang kanilang 10-man lineup. Pero after last week, yung advantage na yun ay naging disadvantage na nga ata. Ayon nga dito kay Coach Bluffsy, pinag-iisipan na nila kung ipagpapatuloy pa ba nila ang pagpapalit-palit ng roster o stick to one na nga lang ba hanggang playoffs kung makapag-qualify. Yun yung keyword, kung makapag-qualify ang Onyx.
Oo nga, kasi sa ngayon, no, parang ang nagiging trend na pinagpapalit-palit is mga roamers na lang naman eh.
Yep.
Di ba? Kaya lang, kagaya nga nung babalikan natin, may 5-win streak na nakuha ang Onyx Philippines ng first part. Then right after nung pagbabago ng mga meta, dahil nga pumasok na yung mga healing, parang medyo na-shake dito ang Onyx Philippines. Tapos 3 sunod-sunod natalo sila.
Kasi kung, di ba sinabi natin na yung 10-man roster, minsan kasi yung variant nila Coach Bluffsy, hindi siya naka-divide into equal na 5. So, ang mangyayari, yung ibang hindi mo ginagamit na 5, parang every week, kung mag-change sila, kailangan nila mag-prepare na, kunwari, tayong 3 mag-RG, tapos iba yung kasama ko na 2 pa ulit. Parang ganon.
Gaya nga ng OMG, naghahabol din ng Onyx for a playoff spot. Bagamat wala ng tsansa ang TNC, maaari naman nilang hadlangan ang Sonics na makamit ito. And mukhang medyo nahihirapan ng TNC dahil nga nakaisa na ang Onyx, pero hindi pa naman tapos ang sering ito.
Nakita naman natin yung performance nila kanina. Ito yung match history nila actually week 3, day 1. So, kung sa statistics ay pwede natin sabihin na medyo malayo na ang pwede maging performance ng mga teams natin kasi for TNC, iba ang naglalaro ngayon, si Bao.
Si Bao na. Naging maganda naman ang performance ni Bao sa kanyang Game 1. Nakakita tayo ng mga clutch na Primal Wrath. Pero again, when you're playing the Edith, usually hindi naman ikaw talaga ang bida ng laro. Ikaw ang taga-setup. Kumbaga sa volleyball. Ito, hindi ako nagba-volleyball.
Setter.
Ikaw yung setter. Hindi ikaw yung sasampal ng pababa. Ano bang tawag doon? Yung spiker. Tama ba? Spiker ba?
Alam ni Chantel yun.
Or kung ikaw yung kung ikaw yung mag-re-receive ng damage, pwede din na tamang chikadora lang kita.
Tama, chikadora yung
Sorry
posture mo
po.
doon eh, no?
Pwede ikaw yung libero. Kasi ikaw yung nag-receive
Sasalo,
yan
oo,
ng mga masasakit na hits or mga
Okay lang masaktan pag libero.
Oo,
lang.
kasi tumadive-dive yun eh.
Basta mabigay,
may tamang form naman.
basta mabibigay mo sa kakampi.
Tama.
Yun ang importante.
Bigay ka ng maganda.
Kami naman na magiging libero sa inyo dito sa MPL dahil may pamigay din kami sa inyo. Watch out for the weekly giveaway that will be posted on MPL Philippines Facebook page for a chance to win your own Smart Pro devices. Mechanics to join the giveaway will be posted after this weekend's tournament. Abangan nyo yan ng Sunday night. Naku men, ito na pala last week na ng MPL regular season, and this series in particular is the last one para sa ating first day. Sa tingin nyo, anong adjustments ang pwede nating ma-expect as we enter Game 2 if you're TNC?
Yeah. Kung babalikan natin yung lineup ng TNC dito, may kakulangan talaga pagdating sa crowd control. And sobrang laking importansya ng isang crowd control, lalo na sa mga objective takings. Nakita natin medyo nahihirapan sila sa turtle fight, and dumating nga sa punto na hindi na nila kinokontest yung per turtle eh. Even yung Lord, medyo dalawang isip sila na sumabay at sumama doon sa Lord fight kasi wala silang pang hawak eh, wala silang pang stun. Sobrang, kailangan lang hanapin ni Bao yung right target niya, and hindi naman yun yung jungle eh, di ba?
At kailangan din natin mahanap kung sino nga ba ang ating smart game face of the day. Then naghahanap tayo ng winner for that giveaway. MPL Arena, be the next smart game face of the day winner. Just flash the hashtag power of smart on your devices in a green background. Pag natapat sa inyo ang camera, put your game face on to win a redeemable in-game code. Sino ba ang may malupitang game face dyan? Si Kuya na ba ang panalo? O ito na ba siya?
Patingin.
Paano yung game face?
Eh,
Bossing, ay, kagatlabi! Ay, may kamot pa. Ay.
Ito, ang humamon.
Ayan
Ang humamon. Sino ang kalaban?
May face-off yan eh, di ba?
May face-off.
Face-off.
Ayan na. Sino?
Uy, may gumigiga, Chad.
Oy.
Wow!
Hoy!
Wow!
Wait, iba yan ha?
Iba yan, bossing. Hinawakan yung phone ng katabi.
Ayan na. Face-off na, face-off!
Face-off, Sinong mananalo? Saan ka? Left or right?
Gusto ko yung rocker eh. Matugtog ako eh. Doon ako sa rocker.
Ako kay Giga Chad ako.
Feeling ko pasigawin natin yung crowd natin
Sige,
Okay,
pasigawin natin crowd. May nanalo na. Palakpakan para sa ating... Ay, hindi. Ayan na. Game face of the day. Si Kuya. Congratulations sa'yo.
Wow!
Ngayon, sinabayan ng zoom in tapos inunulit ang cellphone. Yan ang galaw.
Napakalupit ng may effects. Instant effects. Zoom in and out.
Kumbaga, kung cameraman ka, nag-e-enjoy ka. Ayan, nag-enjoy.
Shoutout kay Kuya Cameraman.
Anong mahirap? Hindi ko rin kaya gawin yung ginagawa niya to, bebe. No?
Feeling ko kinakagat niya yung
Masakit yun eh.
Masakit yan.
Hindi ko kaya gawin yun. Magagalit sa nanay ko, dentista pa man din.
Tama. Shoutout nga pala kay tita.
Nabinigyan ka ng toothpaste.
Nabinigyan ako toothpaste.
Shoutout sa'yo, mama. Ayos ba yun na shoutout kay nanay ko ng week 6? By the way, this is still a very serious game, no? Especially for Onyx. Nakakahinga na ng konti ang Sonics dahil nakapuntos na sila ng isa. Pero syempre, mas gugustuhin nila kung 3 ang kanilang makukuha dito. Isang panalo lang ng TNC dito ay mayayanig nila muli ang standings natin. Paano yung yanig?
Masikip talaga yung standings. Feeling ko may stats
si Oburitz.
Si Oburitz. Anong balita ngayon?
Anong balita ba? Anong weather forecast natin?
Ang alam ko lang, parehas ng 16 points ang minana Evos.
After ng game na to?
Hindi, ngayong araw, ngayong game na to. Nanalo ng game 1 ang Onyx, so parehas na sila 16 points. So tabla na.
Naku po.
Pagdating sa 6 and 7 spot.
Ito yung favorite moment ko pag week 6 eh.
Ano yun?
Yung hindi tayo prepared mag-math, pero napipilitan tayo mag-math.
Tama. Kaya nga pinasa natin.
Kaya nga pinasa natin yung burrito eh.
Di ba sabi natin statistician, idealist.
Statistician ka. Tapos ikaw, anong volleyball player, chikadora, kung ano man. Pero may isang professional na chikadora. Punta tayo sa ating venue. Mara Aquino, sorry hindi ka chikadora. Sige, ikaw na, go.
All the way from Malaysia, ang ating balikbayang coach. Coach Zico is back! Nagbabalik! Kamusta na, Coach Zico?
Okay naman.
Sinong team sinusuportahan mo ngayon?
TNC.
TNC! Ooh! Actually, what should TNC do para manalo? They have nothing to lose right now.
Just play what they play.
Just play what they normally play.
Yeah.
Okay nga, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Sino sa tingin mo ba ang top 6 teams na makakapasok sa ating playoffs?
Echo, Blacklist, RSG,
Sino ba?
Onyx,
Onyx, okay. Isa pa, dalawa pa. Feeling mo Omega papasok?
ay dyan ako. Pero magiging bias ako, Minana.
Sa Minana, syempre. Isa pa, last one. Sino makakapasok?
Bren.
Bren, okay.
Thank you.
Alo, hindi nakapasok si Smart Omega. You don't think yung lasa nila mag-work this time, no?
Hindi, bias lang.
Bias
Sa
lang.
Minana.
Siyempre si Minana. Oh, they're doing really good.
Yeah.
Sige nga, okay. Sa pagkakabias natin, sino ang Infinix All-Star mo? Lahat ng roles. Mag-name tayo ng 5 roles.
Jungler, Ryzen,
Si Ryzen. Si Ryzen. Okay.
Gold Lane, Kelra,
Kalra. Gold
Mage,
Standard.
Sanji,
Sanji. Okay.
Rome, Renegade,
Rana J.
Explain, Edward.
Explain Edward. Okay. So, bilang isang coach na nagpunta sa Malaysia, feeling mo ba makakapalag yung bago mong bansa sa Pilipinas?
Feel ko naman makakapalag, pero
Pahirapan namin eh.
may harapan.
Oo, mapahirapan
Sobra.
namin.
Sobra.
Yung
Sobra.
Philippines, sino sa tingin mo, out of, if it's not Philippines versus Philippines, who do you think is the biggest threat?
For me, still Indonesia.
Indonesia, I'm gonna guess. May Pinoy na coach. Tsaka Pinoy na player, tama?
For me, Onyx, pati Big Fam.
Onyx at saka Geek Fam, ang galing ng pinakita ng Geek Fam.
yeah.
You know what, dapat bumisit ka ulit dito. We really enjoy your company. Magsisimula na actually ang ating laban. Ikaw naman, bato mo sa casters.
Casters, pasok.
Maraming salamat, Nara at Zico. At oras na para sa game number 2 ng TNC. Ba't kayo tumatawa?
Wala, tama, oras na.
Oras
Onyx
naman na
time,
talaga.
Onyx
Onyx
time.
time.
Nakadikit na
Nakadikit na sa
list.
pangalan. Naka-etch na sa
Yeah,
history. Ano bang Tagalog ng etch? Kate.
Kate, H.
Etch.
Iba yan.
Okay, tigil na natin to. Match 2 or Game 2 rather of TNC Pro Team and Onyx Philippines. Nakita na natin or pinag-usapan na natin ang mga adjustments na pwedeng ilabas ng TNC Pro Team. Punta tayo sa ating classic na tanong, uulitin kaya ng Onyx Philippines yung in-employ nilang strategiya dito o oras na ba para magpakita ng ibang estratehiya?
For Onyx, pwedeng, since naghabol pa sila ng points or gusto pa nila ma-secure playoff spot, it's better for them na kung ano yung effective, tsaka nila, ayun muna ka nang gamitin. Tsaka na sila maglabas pag yung effective ngayon is hindi na effective.
And yun nga, perang sinabi din ni Manjin kanina nung first series natin na kung hindi naman sira, bakit nyo kailangan ayusin? Pero this is the final chance for TNC to extend this series. Kailangan nilang manalo dito sa Game 2 para umabot ito ng 3. And for Onyx, napaka-importante ng 3 points na pwede nilang makuha kung manalo sila ng Game number 2. Pasok na tayo sa ating draft. Makakita na naman ba tayo ng mga kakaibang picks katulad na lamang ng, di naman masyadong kakaiba, pero yung Fanny
Oo. Sabihin na natin na maganda yung Fanny, no? Kaya lang, kailangan mong samahan yun ng something na tutulong sa'yo pagdating sa crowd control. And feeling ko, yun na yung, yun na yung isa sa mga iniispotan dito ng TNC. Alam na nila yung mga pagkakamali. Bumalik sila sa drawing board. And this time, aalisin nila itong Lilia na talagang mahirap kapag may mga jungle ka na, tank jungles.
Oo. Parang yung mga tank jungles kasi para hindi naman super daya, parang hindi sila ganun ka-mobile, no?
Oo.
Ay, joke lang, may back siya, may Predrin,
May back siya.
yung kaya nga pala sila malakas kasi
Kaya
mahirap
sila yung nasa
patayin,
natin,
tapos
S-tier.
napakabilis pa rin. Kung titignan natin ang ating bans, ito yung mga traditional na tinatanggal ngayon sa Flask of the Oasis meta.
True.
Tanggal ang Angela, tanggal ang Matilda, di na tayo magtataka kung may isa pang
Joy?
healer na lalabas.
Oo, parang matik na agad na Joy ibaban dito kung lumipat ng blue side yung TNC. So probably ay expected na merong ibang ilalabas ngayon para kay King Kong for TNC. So a good ban is Iksha dahil nakikita natin yung kasikatan ngayon ni Kumaring Iksha recently sa potential niya na pambuwag kasi siya ng team fight. Yung para magugulat ka, aray.
Ganun pala yung gulat na aray, no?
Aray.
Aray. Pero nakakagulat naman kasi especially around the 3-item mark na medyo mabilis na yung labas ng full barrage. Kasi kapag early game naman, parang pa-chepi-chepi lang eh. Pero kapag dumating na ng late game, umuulan na talaga ng bala.
Tapos nabigyan mo na magandang rotation, bago pa mag-mid, masakit na yung Ixia.
At ganun lang kabilis dahil dyan, no, tatanggalin din ng TNC ang Ixia. Bruno naman ang tatanggalin kasi may chance nga namang i-first pick yung Bruno kung tatanggalin yung Ixia.
Oo nga, no. Fred rin, isa sa mga nakikita kong pwedeng kunin dito ng TNC or Baksha para sa mobility. No? And actually, tumataas na rin yung prioritization talaga sa isang Baksha. Kasi parang medyo nakakapanghinaya nga naman talaga pag ilalagay mo siya sa ban, sa first 3 bans na meron kayo, no? Kasi syempre yung tag-isa nakalaan na kagad yan sa Matilda, nakalaan na kagad sa Angela. And basta ang nakikita ko lang dito, Baksha or Fred rin para sa TNC.
Tsaka si Baksha ngayon, parang yung iba pinaprioritize na siya kasi yung bilis niya. Pero Valentina for TNC, kasi si Super Friends, di ba nakita naman natin stats kanina,
31 games.
Tapos ano yung sumunod?
14.
Diba? So ibig sabihin yung mastery. Kahit anong nerf mo sa isang hero, kung yung gagamit ay talagang kahit yung mga guhit ng drawing ay kabisado.
Oo, yun yung
mahirap kalaban yun.
Alam mong, pwede mong in-nerf yung hero, pero kung sanay na sanay ang kamay, ay talagang mahirap pa ring labanan. May chance ang kumuha ng Baksha at pati na rin na i-retail ang Onyx dito kung gusto nilang kunin ng maaga. And ang maganda dito ay si Baksha ay isa sa mga pinangongontra nga sa i-retail. Pwede nilang isabay, pero may Tirisla pa, may Edith pa. Ang dami nilang pwedeng ilabas.
Naalala natin yung Tirisla pero sabi nila mamaya na yan kasi Fred rin and i-retail ang kanilang kukunin.
Most likely, kasi diba nakita natin Baksha kanina for Onyx, 50% lang yung winning percentage for Ryzen. So regardless, sabi natin mabilis na farming for Baksha. Ngayon na Fred rin, most likely, ito ang mas comfort din na hero in terms of objective taking. So again, in terms of jungle heroes, ang importante pa rin talaga dito is yung comfortability sa heroes. Okay, funny ulit. I mean, sinabi naman natin nothing to lose.
Wala naman na mawawala, no? May 2 pang match ang TNC for the next few days. It's, I think, against RSG at may isa ding against Blacklist. At sa ngayon, kung ano mang gumagana, kung ano mang feel nila na pwede nilang ilabas, ay siguro oras na nga para ilabas. At ang maganda dito ay nakangiti pa rin si Bao, no? Parang ito yung tipo na debut game niya, debut match niya. Kahit hindi na magpe-playoffs, bigyan natin ng maganda.
Feeling ko si Kuya Bao, bagong araw na to, nagpa-trim muna
Stream
lang.
Mahirap kasi pag medyo umaba ng konti, matatakpan yung mata niya
Oy, naalala nyo dati ganyan din yung bangs ni Edward?
Yung
Season 7.
One-eyed Edward.
One-eyed Edward, tapos nung nag-headband nung M3, lumakas. Paano kung next season si Bao biglang mag-headband, biglang lumakas?
Parang yun yung mga pagpasok sa bagong art. Balik tayo dito
ayan na, lumabas
sa draft index natin. So, maganda ngayon for Onyx is yung objective taking nila kasi meron na silang DPS. Now, for the side of TNC, they could actually compensate on that pagdating doon sa vision and info. So, pwede pa sila maglabas and even yung crowd control. Kasi crowd control and sustain, it works parang pwede siya direct proportional to each other. Meron ka sustain, mga perfect channels, mga mentor, ganyan. Kasi meron ka namang Fred rin. So, ayan, Minotaur. Kaso binanba or
Pinanata, bossing. Last band on the side of TNC. Kasabayan ng Faramis na mukhang flavor of the day talaga. Ang napakataas ng win rate ng Faramis para sa araw na to. Hindi ko pa rin makakalimutan yung pinakita ng Minana Evos kanina kung saan grabe yung Faramis plus the Florin combo. Biruin mo men yung crossbow of Tang. Sinasalo lang nila.
Yun nga.
Tapos okay lang. Walang mangyayari.
Nakita kasi natin yung yung potential lang isang Faramis, no? And hindi rin biro yung pokes niya. 'Di ba? Pagka marami kayo at magkakasama kayo, may multiplier pa. And I think isa yun sa mga rason kung bakit inalis din talaga ito ng TNC. And now, balik sila sa choke. Gumana nung game 1. Why not? Di ba? Gamit natin ulit.
At mukhang itatransfer nila ang Edith to the XP lane. Balik sa Yoshino Cho na isa sa mga comfort picks niya or ang kanyang most played hero in MPL Season 12 right now. Last 2 picks for the side of TNC. Naghahanap pa rin sila ng kanilang gold lane and potential roamer.
Gold lane, wala na si Ixia. Meron pang wala na rin Bruno. Meron pang Brody.
Okay.
Kasalanan si Bruno. Yeah. And actually, pwede pa sila meron mag-carry though. Kasi parang pag na-delay ng konti yung Fanny, medyo maapektuhan din yung lane ng carry kasi
late
super
game
late
kasi
game pa.
yun eh.
Claude is a good idea.
Pero
Double
late game
laning,
din eh.
double laning, kailangan mag-meet up agad sila ni Dexter.
Oo, kailangan na makuha nga rin ng Claude ang gold na kailangan niya. Kasi kung titignan ng changes sa isang Claude, malakas pa rin naman. Basta makapag-item na. Pero hindi na katulad nung dati na kahit iisa pa lang ang item ay kaya nang mag-blazing duet at sabihin na nating tumunaw ng mga dalawa o tatlo. This time around, medyo nagbago na. Kailangan ng pasensya kung Claude player ka. And this time around, medyo nauubusan na ata ng pasensya ang TNC dahil kailangan na nilang makaisa in this series. Last pick for the side of Onyx Philippines, Novaria nga ba ang kanilang kukunin?
Dapat yung pick dito ng Onyx, hindi ganun kaganda yung ultimate. Parang pwede pa sila mamili kasi, di ba, if ever na kumusta na nila ganun, but still it's gonna be Novaria, medyo mahirap. So, di ba, parang kung ikaw si Goyo, parang kukuha ka na ng ibang ulti.
Oo.
Magandang ulti dyan is yung
Wave
Earth
the
Shatter o kaya Wave the Dragon para may insta-lock.
Kumbaga Primal Wrath lang para maging edit ka o kaya yung Wave the Dragon, para may masipa ka din. Tignan natin muli ang ating draft index. Ano bang kapansin-pansin dito, Chantel?
Definitely is vision information. So makikita rin natin in terms of late game, medyo mas mataas nga lang yung sa side ng TNC kasi that's DPS plus yung pwedeng physical attack from the Claude. So meron din naman late game kasi scaling din yung sa side ng Onyx. Ang ano lang dito is nag-double down nga ang side ng TNC in terms of vision pero makakompensate naman ng mobility ng Fanny. But again, importante dito kung paano yung magiging farming pattern for them.
Yeah, and actually kailangan nilang isipin dito yung mga pokes ng Novaria eh. And, napakarami din nating beses na nakakita ng isang Novaria na nakakaagaw ng purple buff ng isang Fanny. So, feeling ko papasok dito yung malaking role ni Yoshino sa panggugulo sa purple buff. And kailangan paghandaan ito ng TNC pagpasok nitong game na to.
Kailangan talagang maghanda ng TNC dito dahil this is do or die for them. Kailangan makaisa ngayon para umabot pa ng next game. And for Onyx, 3 points ang kanilang goal and papasok na tayo sa Land of Dawn. Ano ba pwede natin ma-expect sa early game dito?
Basically, para dito sa ating dalawang komponahan is the difference again, yung mga pwedeng puntahan ng ating mga jungler. So, good thing ang ginagawa ni Yoshino dito just for the vision. So, interesting. Ako, excited ako makita kung paano magiging lane ni Goyo tsaka ni Super Friends.
And kung titignan natin, most pick heroes dito ni Goyo ay Valentina din naman pala. Medyo parehas pala ng hero pool. Kay Super Friends, medyo mas madami lang talagang laro ang nailapag ni Super Friends.
Tsaka hindi lang naman itong dalawang mid laner natin eh. Sa majority ng MPL Season 12, Valentina pinakamaraming nilarong hero. No, so I think isa sa mga rason yun. Pero 4 na agility at 3 wilderness blessing para dito sa TNC.
It makes perfect sense kasi nga diba yung lineup dito ng TNC parang gusto nila mabilis kasi meron silang Fanny. Kailangan parang wait lang sa mid.
Uy, Yoshino. Nahabol and cutthroat! Kaya lang walang bitin-bitin kasi si King Kong ay may cable rin at makakakuha kagad ng first blood dito on TNC.
Magandang panimula para sa Phoenix Army pero doon sa may bandang ibaba, si Bao makakapag-flicker at buhay pa rin siya in that 2v1 encounter. Nandiyan na si Goyo para protektahan ang kanyang nakababatang kapatid. Maglalabas na rin ang turtle, ang mapa ng turtle 5 seconds from now.
Okay, importante ngayon na si Goyo ay level 3 pa lang. So yung mga boss 4 natin ay magiging crucial. So 2 seconds bago dun sa purple buff. Maya-maya ay pwedeng mawala na rin ang purple buff dito ni King Kong. So kailangan madaliin na rin ng Onyx in case itong turtle objective.
Goyo may hawak na Primal Wrath pero mukhang ang punteriya si Yoshino muna. Turtle, however, will go to the hands of Ryzen. At ngayon, tatakas na ang mga Sonics.
Agawan sila dun sa sa tawag dito yung aapakan para umabante ka. And maganda yung ginawa dito ng Onyx Philippines. Binigay nila si Yoshino at manggulo doon sa orange bomb ni King Kong. Kaya siguradong secured nila eh.
Bentings looking for the play pero mukhang nahuli si King Kong.
Nakasiba dito Goyo, lumabas sa kanyang Primal Wrath. Pero ang desisyon ng Onyx Philippines ay umatras.
At ngayon, tahimik na naman ang ating mapa Low kill score game, 3 minutes in. Isa pa lamang ang ating nakikita. Pero TNC naghahanap ng tsansa. Mas proactive sila ngayong game 2.
At saka, yung mga previous games, actually, kung pag masyado ka wait lang. Parang lagi na lang pag mag-e-explain tayo.
Ang ibig sabihin nun, ituloy mo na lang yung explanation.
Ito para sa side ng TNC or any other games. Di ba usually pag masyado nakafocus on how you will limit the potential of the assassin player, parang medyo hindi mo napapansin yung mga nasa gilid. So mamaya abangan natin is kung paano na yung damage output from Innocent and even from Nets na hindi nga naiikutan kasi nga continuous nagiging rotation para doon sa gitnang part.
Kumbaga, ang dami talagang nangyayari around that area, around that mid lane. And kung titignan natin, ang gold earned ay talagang nasa taas ang ating mga gold laners. Batiwasay ang pagpa-farm sa taas pero wala namang nakakapag-double lane. Pero iba ata ang gusto ng Onyx dahil palapit na sila ng palapit doon sa likod ng Claude. Pero mahaharangan naman ito ni Ben Things. Still, a very low kill score game. 4 minutes in, lalabas na rin ang pagong. 20 seconds from now, sino kaya ang magpupul ng trigger dito?
Mauna dito yung side ng Onyx. Definitely, kasi meron ding vision. And level 5, medyo delay dito si Ben Things in terms of level. Grabe naman, parang yung purple buff ngayon, ginawa na nilang turtle.
Ginagawang Lord eh. Ginagawang pagong eh. At dito yung mga sipa ni Yoshino or mga sapak. And Bao dito, half health. Gem ay rescue na rin. Habang wave ng dragon ay nagamit. Si Bao ang kanyang magiging punti na knock-up din. Pero hindi sa pa dyan dami sila kaya lang maahampas. Naka-prison shot mula kay Ryzen, King Kong. Andun yung mga cable. Meron pa siyang cutthroat. Pero clear wave lamang ang magiging desisyon ng TNC.
Parang tuwing nagpo-purple ang TNC, may napapahamak na isa. Ayaw talagang ibigay ng Onyx ng libre yun. Pero sa may bandang itaas, si Bentings, mapopoke ni Nets. Hindi pa naman sobrang sakit, pero King Kong inaabangan niya si Nets. Nets, delikado ata buhay mo!
Cutthroat, pero Purify ay nagamit. Innocent ay nandun na rin. Same with Goyo. Kaya lang nasa gilid din nila si Yoshino eh. Pero ang buong kumuna ng Onyx Philippines, diretso lang talaga eh. Ryzen, focus lang sa Turtle. At lumolobo ng pakunti-unti ang kanilang kalamangan.
1K gold lead but still a 1-for-1 kill score. Nakakapag-farm naman si Innocent, so good news yon para sa Phoenix Army. Pero for Onyx, habang tumatagal ang larong ito, you could say the same for Nets. Talagang tumatama din ang kanilang marksman.
Tsaka, ang bilis ng movement ng Onyx. Kung mapapansin nyo, diba kanina may supposedly, wait lang.
Top lane. Pumasok dito at nasipa! Under the turret habang si King Kong ay nandun na. At yung mga cable. Pero masisipa din, pabalik ni Goyo. At may posibilidad pa mabasag yung top lane. Pero nandito na ang kumunahan ng Onyx Philippines. 2v2. Goyo dito may ipit. Yung Acer recall pero hindi tumama kaya lang retrig gagamitin. Flicker as well. Para dito kay Goyo at Ryzen pinagno na normal. Pero sinasalo lang ni Ryzen yung mga barrel dito ni Innocent. At hindi sapat yun para siya ay mabawasan ang gusto.
Medyo nasayang pa ang flicker niya doon. At sa ngayon, si Ryzen na may blade armor na rin. Pero si Gem with the Primal Wrath. Makakatakas pa kaya siya. Nagamit na rin ang penalty zone. Pero mukhang itutulak ni Bentix mabalik doon sa Torre. At si Gem ngayon, delikado. Pero si Bentix sa manata ang bibigyan. At makakapag-flicker naman siya palayo. King Kong, it's your time to shine.
Okay, atras. Alam niya.
Ano lang, face check.
Wala siyang makukuha, alam niya eh. Pero andito yung catapult ha. Pwede nila basagin yung Torre dito sa gitna.
Oh no, isang magandang play ngayon and Paul para sa ng Onyx at may kita naman natin it's very effective for them. And itemization, interestingly enough lamang dito si Innocent. Pero again, it's all about conversion para sa kanila. Si Nets is at 1 kill and 1 death. Has the select plates and has close. Pero yung mga mages natin, almost same lang naman basically. Pero malaking difference nung sa passive kasi ng passive ng Valentina. Doon mag-matter. Gusto mo ikaw yung mas mataas level sa lahat eh.
Hindi rin masyado nagagamit ng TNC at ngayon, final turtle of the game. Mauuna ang TNC pumwesto pero nandyan na rin ang Onyx. Ryzen already level 11 in this game. May isang level gap lamang para kay King Kong na medyo maganda din ang laro. 1-0-2, nahuli si Bao pero may flicker naman.
Nagamit kagad yung flicker dito so may idea ang Onyx Philippines. Pwede mag-clear ng gitna para pabor sa kanila yung flow rito. Ngayon, 3K yung buhay ng Turtle, pero siya na pa rin na makakakuha Onyx Philippines. May pagsipa din na gagawin na. Talagang pinuus nila lahat kay Goyo, kay Bao rito. At Onyx Philippines, 2K gold lead.
Walang awa kay Bao, 0-3 na.
Gusto ko lang sabihin na very commendable yung mga sipa ni Yoshiro for the series kasi parang nag-aantay lang siya lagi eh. Kung ano yung, di ba kanina, game number 1 versus Fanny, nung may pumasok na taga-setup sana, pwede din.
Boss, ginagawa na nilang Lord yung purple buff. Koy, cable mula kay King Kong. Pero nandun yung Jet Kondo. Goyo dito nakikipagsabayan din with the Primal Rat. Kaya lang, bitin talaga yung damage eh.
Oo. Nahihirapan na talaga ang TNC ngayon. Di na rin nila maipaglaban ng kanilang mga purple buff. Pero nasipa si Innocent. Ryzen with a kill. At babagsak ang gold laner ng TNC.
Okay, 3K gold lead ngayon para sa side ng Onyx. Sinabi natin na ang pwede lang gawin is i-continue lang kanilang ginagawa pero itong damage from Nets is already high. 3-0 to pa si Ryzen at meron pang Sky Guardian helmet. So kung titiran kasi natin yung burst potential ng TNC, medyo kulang lang on that part kasi depende pa kung kanino yung kukuhanin niya na skill. So parang walang instant kill potential for TNC kasi ang trajectory na kay ni King Kong, split push, kuha purple, tapos try split push, tapos diretso if ever may team fight.
Tapos bonus na lang kung makuha pa niya si Nets. Pero si Jem, mid-flight binalibag, sinuplex habang lumilipad. Sa WWE ko lang nakikita yung sa MPL na rin pala.
Pwede pala rito, no? Look at the timing, di ba? Ibang klase yung pinapamalas dito ni Jem. At ngayon, inuukupan na nila yung upper portion ng mapa dito ng CNC. Basagan Torre in Onyx Philippines. Tatambayan muli yung purple buff kasi 8 seconds mabubuhay uli ito eh.
Binibilangan na talaga ng Onyx. Hindi makakalibre ng purple. Ryzen, nasa harapan ng 4. Pero si Jem ngayon ang mag-e-engage.
Tatapakan nila, may sipa din. Bao dito na pa-flicker habang flexing away. At yung penalty zone! Ito yung pagbawi si Nets. Nakaka-free ito sa may madalikuran. At yung abrasion shot. Retry, Kiko makakuha. Pagsak si Bao. Same with Goyo. Tatlong members mula sa TNC mawawala. Habang si Yoshi nila ka magiging kapalit.
Napakaganda na sana nun pero isang appraiser's rat lang pala.
Kailangan lang talaga nila ng added damage from them. And again, difference kasi dito in terms of the level.
Oh my gosh! Pero may kasunod pa pala! Super Prince! With that Super Astral Recall!
Wipeout is real! At mukhang libre na nga rin ang unang Lord na ito para sa side ng Onyx Philippines. Tumitricks na ang Onyx. Pinapakita na nagbabalik ang Mahika.
Na-timingan na nila. Part ng kanilang magic is pagkanahin ulit ang kanilang mga orasan at parente ito ng pagpapagana nila doon. 8.2k gold. Tinan natin item. We have the Blade Armor already para dito kay Ryzen. Yoshino, kailangan niya lang na Athena Shield. Again, walang instant kill potential ang TNC. Si King Kong hindi naman siya biglang papasok doon tapos okay, makakakuha ng kill. Hindi eh. Parang depende pa.
Talagang ang hirap na kung TNC ka ngayon. It's an 8k gold lead. At kung babalikan natin ang mga nangyari noon ay alam naman nating winnable pa rin. Kailangan lang pabagalin ng laro. Kailangan lang makadepensa. But in this 4v5 scenario in the mid lane, kakayanin kaya ng TNC Goyo. Medyo delikado yun
Napakasakit ng mga heavy crossbow pero doon sa likod may setup na pinaplano dito si Bendix pero hindi na aabot yun kasi tutong pala yung Torre doon sa may bandang gitna habang si King Kong split push na lang ang ginagawa and tinatanggap na niya na wala na siyang makukuha ang purple buff.
Yun eh, pangarap na. Simulan na natin ang pangarap. Paisa-isa lang. Nakaisang Torre na. Malay mo, 2 minutes from now, mga inib naman.
Tsaka the more na nakafocus sila on limiting somehow yung, again, yung purple buff dito for King Kong, it will open up again. Innocent with a lot new farm. Kaso level 12 versus 14 na Red Drain tapos saka Blade Armor. Medyo mahirap for TNC. Siguro mga around 18 minutes. Kaso kailangan hindi na sila masiraan ng inhibitor turret.
Yun nga rin eh, no? Bawal masiraan ng inhibitor turret ang TNC. And ang win condition na natitira para sa side ng TNC ngayon ay patagalin ang laro sa punto na lahat sila ay lock item na. At matagal-tagal pa yon bossing. Dahil around 60k yon.
Kumbaga sa galawan na lang talaga. Pero tingnan mo naman, pumuputok yung mga normal hits dito eh. Ni Nets.
Alam mo, pwede gawin dito ng TNC.
Ano?
Palitan na lang si Nets at saka si King Kong. Pugak gaming sa gilid.
Oo nga, di ba? Racing na lang. Base race.
Tapos malilito kasi dyan yung Onyx possibly kung Ano bang idedepensahan natin? Yung pinupush ni Innocent or yung pinupush ni King Kong?
Madulas din naman si Innocent, no, using this Claude. And alam natin na pag late game, isa si Claude sa mga talagang pwede nating asahan na tumunaw ng mga tanks. Pero looking at the items, mukhang prepared na rin ang Onyx dito. Ang dami nilang Dreadnought armor, men.
Ang linis ng alinis ang laro ng Onyx, promise. Kasi parang, ayun part ng Onyx time nila. Okay, kita-kits na ulit sa panibagong Lord Pit.
Purple dance. Ang ginagawa
purple
dito
dance.
ng TNC at Onyx. Tignan mo, nag-iwan pala sila ng isang butike. Kaya pala hindi nabubuhay yung purple. Pero nandito, yung onward, Earthshatter hindi tumama. Bitin or energy gap dito si King Kong.
Ay, nako.
Nang Acer Rico ng sakit.
Ang hirap naman nun, men. Biruin mo, lilipad ka na lang, binalibag ka pa. Men, kung ako yun, magpapanik na ako ng cable eh. Buti na lang, hindi ako yun.
Siguro naisip kanina dito ni Jem. Teka lang, nawawala sa mapa si King Kong. Nandito yan eh.
Nag-aabang, no?
Nag-aabang yan. So parang diniretso na lang din nila. So ngayon, Onyx, 8.2k gold. Oh, dumiretso si...
Nasun po.
Men, Yoshino with the reaction time. Ito yung tinatawag kong roamer na counter puncher eh.
Nasun po, boss. Kaya si King Kong. Oy, nakita! Nakita siya! Doon sa damuhan! Napalampas yung hakbang. And Ryzen dito makakakuha rin ng Lord. Habang si Bentic na maigipit. Onyx Philippines. Ito na ang kanilang mahigat. Si Bentic sa ibabagsak. Tatlo ang mawawala sa TNC. Pwede ata nilang rektahin to. Innocent at si Goyo na lang ang natitira.
2v5.
Nagbabatay. At dito na yung mga main sa gitna. Mabilis ang tiro yung mga kanilang gagawin. 10k gold lead para sa Onyx Philippines. Ngayon nandun yung Sipa. Wave the Dragon. At ang kumuna ng Onyx Philippines ay tutuloy lamang. Meron silang minions. At ang mahika ng Onyx Philippines ay tuloy-tuloy.
A clean sweep for Onyx Philippines. And this winning moment is brought to you by your official sponsor, FWD Life Insurance. Grabe yung tambol sa venue. Parang may karakol at iba pa.
Bakit parang para pang fiesta or kaya sa mga universities?
Oo nga eh.
Uy, parang parang exciting lalo playoffs kung makakapasok.
Oo, yun pa rin. Wala pa rin kasiguraduhan. Pero magandang step ito for Onyx papuntang playoffs. Panigurado ay masaya si Boss A dito, no? Nakita natin, nakangiti.
Grabe. Alam mo yung mga ganyang tambol, simbolo yan ng happiness.
Okay.
Di ba yung mga, di ba pag mga fiesta, happiness, masaya ka, di ba? And nakita naman natin yung gano'ng kasaya ang Onyx Philippines sa nakuha nilang panalo. TNC, bagamat hindi nila nakuha yung panalo ng kanilang minimithi, may mga games pa naman sila na darating.
May dalawa pa. Kumbaga, at least ngayon, na-testing na si Bao. Naging mahirap man ang kanyang pangalawang laro. Ay, yun ang kanyang welcome to the MPL moment. No? Talagang may mga ganyang oras at kitang-kita ang sportsmanship mula sa mga teams na ito. Palakpakan natin ang TNC Pro Team debut game ni Bao. Sana makakita pa tayo ng mga games mula sa kanya.
Tsaka gusto ko lang sabihin isa sa mga strength din or characteristic na maganda for TNC is regardless if they are not able to secure a playoff spot, lagi pa rin sila nakangiti. So, ako pagka sa RG, di ko kayo mamiti.
Bakit?
RG
Sorry, natawa ako
diba? Pero di ba, ang mahirap for you to be able to be emotionally well every time.
Ang mindset ko na, may bago kasi akong
stoicism.
Ano yan?
Pwede niyong i-google yan ngayon. Stoicism. Yung wala kang pake kahit manalo matalo, magko-queue ulit ako. Dahil ang kailangan ko ay stars. At masaya akong i-announce ngayon na dahil nalalaro ko ang mga co-casters ko, nasa 26 stars na ako ngayon.
Wow!
Stoicism is the key.
Medyo na-stuck yata ako. Tingnan ko.
Kakakamitin ko lang, boss Naghahabol
Lahat tayo ay may oras ding maglaro at napaka-enjoy talaga ng ML ngayon. Dami nating natututunan sa MPL. Parang mukhang mapapafaramis ka ata mamaya.
Oo, nakita mo yung damage kanina kay Super Friends. Nung ano nga tawag doon, yung parang Yung may parang alitap-tap.
Ano yun? Paning ito yung gano'n?
Yung may ilaw sa ano, may ilaw yung
Oh, alitap-tap ga yun.
Firefly.
Firefly.
Oo nga, alitap-tap. English ng alitap-tap.
Firefly. Tama.
Oo
Wala
nga,
naman tayo sinabi.
Anong kinalaman nun kay Paramis?
Yung damage ni Paramis, di ba parang gumagano yun ng puti-puti?
Nagbabounce.
Yung Ghostbusters.
Yung Ghostbusters.
Oh, man, ang dami talaga nating natututunan, no? Pati yung Florin plus the Paramis. Siguro kung may kaduo ka, kung may Bebe Time Premium ka, o Tropa Time Premium, whatever works, di ba? Ay, pwede nyong itry yung Florin Paramis. Ako personally, iimbitahin ko mamaya yung girlfriend ko, baby, Florin. Pero hindi ako Paramis, Benedetta ako eh.
Pero Florin tas Benedetta.
Oh, pwede na yun. Sa akin mo ibigay yung bulaklak. Pag binigay mo sa kakampi nating iba, medyo bad beats.
Kasi yung Florin pang Bebe Time talaga.
Oh,
diba?
parang Angela.
Parang Angela.
Parang Angela. Pero ang dami talagang enjoy ngayon in the playoffs. Hindi pa rin kompleto ang ating playoffs picture.
Oh, hanggang ano yan? Hanggang 6 game. Hanggang 6 game talaga yan, promise. Kasi diba, 16 points kanina na nanalo.
16.
Sweep sila.
Ngayon, 18 na ang
18 na sila.
Plus 3 yun, plus 3.
Oo.
Diba, aangat. 18.
Simulan mo, tapusin mo yung competition.
Hindi, nandun na.
Okay, sige, ganito Ang Onyx Philippines, 18 points na. Ang Omega, 17. Ang Minana, 16. So, dikit pa rin.
Tapos magtatapat pa yung... may mga magtatapat pa.
yung Onyx tsaka yung Minana bukas. Fourth series natin yun bukas. And napakaganda na magiging serye natin na yun dahil kung mas-sweep ng Minana ang Onyx, plus 3 sila, tapos plus 0 yung isa.
Oh no.
Pero yung Minana, isang game na lang, di ba?
Yun na yung final match
So,
nila.
depende pa dun sa mga next na magiging games. Kaya magmamatter din talaga yung mga next na magiging games din ng TNC. Kasi 3 games sila eh. Sila yung may alas actually.
Kumbaga dahil ang dami sa mga nangyaring na araw ngayon, mas na-set up pa ang Sabado at Linggo natin. 4 na serye ang ihahatid namin sa inyo sa Saturday. Dito na siguro natin makikita ang ating playoffs picture. Nagsimula tong araw na to nang na-sweep ang Echo, and this time around, TNC, natalo man sila, ang Onyx ay in the playoffs contention pa rin. Excited na talaga ako bukas, no? Imagine mo yun. Makikita natin, Boss A, Banubs, Boss A. Yung pa lang eh. Hindi pa nga players yung nababanggit natin eh.
Tsaka lalong kumbaga, yung nararamdaman natin na intensity, mas lalaki pa yan bukas, di ba?
At mukhang i-hype up na nga ang bukas dahil kakausapin natin ang Onyx Philippines kasama ni Mara Aquino sa main stage. Mara, paano mo na?
Thank you, casters. All right, let me hear it from everybody. What time is it? And it's their time today. We have to welcome back Yoshinu. Welcome back. Alam mo, parang may gigil ka today. Is it because matagal ka nang hindi nakapaglaro and you guys needed this much needed series today?
Hindi naman po sa gigil. Parang ngayon po kasi parang nag-aabol rin kami para sa playoffs. Parang kailangan namin ng spot din. Parang kailangan manalo.
Ang galing mo ng show, Pati Fanny na kukuha mo. Paano mo nagagawa yun?
Siguro sa kakagamit ko lang araw-araw.
Araw-araw mo ginamit. Welcome back. How does it feel to be back?
Masaya. Tsaka kasi panalo rin. Siyempre masaya. Pero siyempre pagdalo, sakto lang.
May napansin ako, parehas ng kulay yung buhok mo, si Ryzen. Parehas ba kayo ng Parehas ba kayo ng hairstylist?
Opo.
Parehas pala.
Next.
Parehas na parehas. Okay, sige nga si Ryzen naman. Same exact shade and everything. Ryzen, kapansin-pansin, game 1 and 2, kahit utility heroes yung gamit mo, ang bilis mo umikot sa mapa. Nakakakuha ka din ng kills, objectives, and kills. Anong meron kay Ryzen today?
Siguro po sobrang gigil lang namin bumawi ngayon. Kasi nung nakaraang week puro talo kami. Tapos ngayon parang nag-aabol pa kami. Yan, gigil, siguro sa sobrang gigil lang din namin.
Paano kayo nakabangon for today? I mean, it's really difficult to come from a loose streak. So how did you guys flip that around?
Parang binalik lang po namin yung laro namin. Nung simula po ng leg 1.
Pinep-talk ka ba ni Boss A? Pinep-talk lang kayo ni Boss A? Anong kwento dyan?
Wala po.
Wala. Ikaw naman, Boss A, kailangan mo magkwento din kasi eto, kanina, nakausap ko si Banubs from Minana. Kanina, they were at 5th place, 17 points I believe. Tapos kayo naman ngayon, binring down nyo sila. Ngayon nasa number 6, kayo naman ang number 5, 18 points kayo. Meron siyang mensahe kanina, narinig mo ba yun?
Ay, di ko pa alam yun kasi ngayon naka-focus kami sa amin lang. So, hindi ako nakatingin sa standings.
Wow.
Ang gusto lang talaga namin is day by day, game by game, focus lang kami.
Bakit parang bumait ka? Pati yung mga coaches nagugulat, oh. Anong nakain mo today? Bakit parang bumabait ka lately?
Boss A, humble era.
Wow. Boss A, humble era. Okay, so bukas, you're gonna be facing Minana. What do you want to say to your rival?
Good luck po sa kanila.
Wow, nagpo! Are you, okay, is this, okay. Medyo mainit. All right, now it's time to find out who the match MVP is. Let me hear some names. Isigaw! All right, let's take a look at the screen for the match MVP. Yoshinu! Welcome back talaga! Oh, nagulat ka ba?
Oo, nagulat.
Bakit ka nagulat? Ang ganda-ganda ng performance mo.
Kasi feel ko parang more on, na-spotlight yung dun agaw ng buff gun. Kaya kay Aizen talaga yung tingin kong MVP dun.
Oh, wow! Alam mo, kailangan, coming from you, our match MVP today, kailangan natin mag-name ng Infinix All-Star. So meron tayong 5 roles na kailangan natin i-fill. And dapat hindi lahat, kung mayroong Onyx, isa lang dapat yon. So, All-Star Infinix. We have to name 5. Sino yon for you?
Sa tank si Light, sa Phosphor si Sanji, sa Gold si Nets, sa XP si Sanford, wala na. Edward, tapos ano pa ba? Okay.
May isa pa.
Ano ba yun?
Jungle.
Jungle. Carl Casey.
Si Carl, nag-hesitate ka.
Wala, si Carl kasi si Sanji na-mention ko na eh.
Okay lang.
Carl Casey na lang.
Si Carl Casey na lang. Alright, meron ka bang gusto sabihin sa mga supporters nyo? Now, 5th place kayo, 18 points. You have lots of fans supporting you. Nung minention kita na ikaw yung match MVP, talagang sumigaw sila for you. What do you have to say to them?
Siyempre, thank you sa support lagi na binibigay sa amin sa bawat laban. Thank you sa index sa book namin.
Alright. May sponsors na
Shoutout sa kuya ko.
Oh, ano pangalan ng kuya mo?
Joshua Ray Romero.
Hello, Kuya Joshua Romero. All right, everybody, give it up for Onyx Philippines. You may now take your bow and take your walk of victory. After 5 series, Onyx once again gets to walk to the front and claim their victory now at 5th place. They're going up, hoping to make it to the playoffs. Himayin natin ang ating laban, balikan na natin ang ating mga casters. Pasok!
Maraming salamat, Mara. Talagang humble era na talaga si Boss A, and we could say the same for the side of Minana Evos. Talagang exciting ang makikita natin bukas at talagang focus na sila sa kanilang mga kanya-kanyang koponan. Tignan na lang natin kung ganun pa rin bukas. Magiging iba ang storya, panigurado.
Importante ito para sa kanila, pero ako excited na ako makita yon.
Ano nga ba ang nangyari sa game number 2? Puntahan natin ang ating analyst para himayin ang lahat ng yan. Chantel, ikaw na muna.
Onyx Philippines, again, napakalinis na paghahalo or pagmimix ng kanilang rotation and at the same time execution doon sa laban na yon. Alam nila kung paano kontrahin yung pagkakaroon ng Fanny sa side ng TNC. And it all boils down sa kung paano mo pagaganahin yung hero composition na pinili. MVP na ating laban ay walang iba kundi ang Irithel or si Nets for Onyx with that 616 KDA and at the same time, wow, 912 gold per minute. Kasi kanina, if I'm not mistaken, during that game number 2, talagang ang laki ng difference, isang buong level considering na walang kill against Innocent doon sa laban na yun. So ayan, 4-minute game time. Ang daming space na naibigay dito kay Nets kasi during the team fight, okay, clear lang ka ng minion wave and meron ibang minion wave na hindi nakuha si Innocent because of that push. 5-minute game time, medyo nagsastruggle na rin dito makakuha ng kill ang TNC because this was the second take for them or second try to go for an initiation. And Onyx Philippines, again, the consistency in terms of taking objectives. Kanilang nakalaban dito is somehow, ang naging strategy nila was, since meron tayong Fanny, we also have a Claude, and even Valentina, as much as possible, solid lang dapat yung ating rotation. But for Onyx, mas naging solid yung kanilang rotation, hence, parang yung naging bigger objective natin for that game is yung purple buff. Ang pinaka gusto natin sabihin dito is it's very hard for a team to be able na magkaroon ng timer na always on point na mauuna ka sa purple buff. Ibig sabihin yung communication is very solid. Kasi sa mga nanonood dyan, baka sabihin na hirap na naman mag-purple buff si King Kong. Pero kasi, hindi din siya pinapayagan ng Onyx. At yun yung naging magandang strategy ng Onyx. I-set aside natin lahat. Wala dapat purple buff dito si King Kong. After nun, isa-isahin natin, even innocent, regardless kung may item na siya or not, hindi effective. At si Nets ay tahimik lang na nagpa-farm na 912 gold per minute na pala siya para dun sa laban na yon. And yes, match MVP for that game was Yoshinu. Still can't get over with that with the Dragon earlier versus a Fanny under the turret kasi timings ulit yun eh. Again, timing really matters for Onyx lineup. 16 versus 14, around 14-minute game time. So, ibig sabihin, majority of the farm, lahat ng pwede mag-spawn during that moment ay nakuha ng Onyx. Hence, ang goal natin is 36k versus 48k. So, ang gusto talaga dito ng side ng Onyx is somehow makunat din at mag-base din sila doon sa damage na pwede ibigay ni Super Friends and even Nets. Kasi itemization din dito, the usual, sa isang Fred rin. Tapos, meron pa doon nung plus magic and physical defense na plus 6 or plus 7. But yeah, even for Gem dito, 207 for the KDA. Sabihin na natin, almost perfect ang naging rotation dito ng Onyx kasi continuous siya eh. It's hard to pull off again yung mga ganong klaseng timings and even on other objectives, lagi silang nauuna. So, vision is on point. Again, pagbabalikan natin yung draft index natin, very high. Actually, around 7 yung vision and information dito ng Onyx sa laban na yon. And Super Friends, again, kaya siya tinawag na Friends ng Onyx at ng Onyx Magic ay dahil na rin sa kanyang effectivity. And again, team fight participation of Onyx, 75, dalawang players. Monster gold stolen, wow. 3,908 kahit merong Fanny or meron sana mag-i-invade na ibang players from TNC kasi lagi din ang uuna si Yoshino which is at 69% team fight participation and Nets has the highest gold per minute being the rich guy and even the ace. At dahil nabigyan siya ng space at efficient dito ang rotation which by the way is part of our keys to victory na kailangan maging mabilis ang rotation ng Onyx. Yun ang kanilang ginawa kaya naging effective. And for Onyx, they're ready sa mga next na laban.
Madami-dami pa nga. And of course, yung inaabangan natin ay bukas na agad. 3 points ang nakuha ng Onyx Philippines ngayon. Isa sa mga pinaka-importanting aspeto ng kanilang pagpunta ng playoffs. Ano bang naging favorite moment nyo ng ating day 1 of the last week of the regular season?
Sa akin itong laban na to, napakaraming magagandang sipa ni Yoshino and masasabi natin yung taas ng expertise niya pagdating sa paggamit ng show.
Ako, favorite ko yung Series 1.
Oh, yung Echo versus Minana. Ano doon?
Lahat. Kasi, di ba parang, sabi natin, very tight yung competition doon sa may baba. And pag sinabi natin, Minana Evos na naghahabol sa points, tapos natalo nila with a sweep, yung matagal ng nasa taas ng standings natin. It's a statement and at the same time, pwedeng wake-up call dun sa mga next na teams. Ay, naku, kung pwede lang best of 5 agad, why not?
Tsaka nakita natin, no, yung mga rookies natin, no, yung mga bagong salta, yung mga timpla na bagong dating ay gumagana na talaga. This time around, alam na ng mga teams kung ano ang kailangan nilang gawin para makuha ang inaasam na playoff spot. And this is already the end of our series number 3. Muli kami ang inyong naging casters. Ako si Umi. Kasama ko dito si Burrito at Chantel. Pupunta na tayo kay Mara Aquino for the closing of the show. Mara, ikaw na muna.
Upsets after upsets ang ating natunghayan sa unang araw ng ating final week of the regular season. Sinimulan niya ng White Tigers matapos nilang gulatin ang lahat nang matalo nila ang league-leading Orcas in a sweep para manatili sa paghabol ng ating standings. After that, we saw a mega timer taking effect. Mabilis nakapag-adjust sina Etumax at Kelra sa bagong playstyle na dala ng AP brand para sa isa na namang upset victory. Finally, the Sonics returned to the winning column and bolstered their way up to the standings by defeating the determined Phoenix Army in 2 games. Patikim pa lang yan ng mga bakbakang dapat natin abangan ngayong linggo. Kaya kita-kits ulit bukas dahil 4 na sunod-sunod na laban ang ating matutunghayan. Muli, ako po si Mara Aquino na nagpapaalala, ang tahanan ng pinakamalalakas ng Mobile Legends Bang Bang players sa buong mundo ay mas Pinas Lakas. Keep it good vibes everybody and see you tomorrow!
The 12th season of MPL Philippines is brought to you by the following sponsors. Smart, the official telco partner of MPL Philippines Season 12. Our official sponsor, Infinix. Infinix Note, ultra-fast gameplay. And FWD Life Insurance. In the epic adventure of life, FWD is your expert wingman. Celebrate your victories living with FWD. Our partners in esports, Maya, it's everything, and a bank. Secret Lab, the official gaming chair of MPL Philippines. And Pi Channel. Experience the Mpl Ph Season 12 action live at Shooting Gallery Studios. Tickets are now available on our official ticketing partner, Slash. Don't forget to catch all of our official league content on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. To ensure the equality and fairness of our games, MPL Philippines is also monitored and supervised by the Games and Amusements Board.
Habang yung blacklist ay kumakapit pa, ayaw pa rin bitawan na napakalakas pa rin ng Pilipinas. could be huge, but it looks like could be another kill.
Yeah, Praisers wrap onto Marcuti, ends his hopes.
Killing spree for Fallen. They're going to keep this up. I'm in trouble as well. Basic not unable to get the final hit, but he moves on to Black instead. Able to take him down 3 for 0. And Fallen continues the fight. Moves on to final. Gets the triple kill. Triple on to Khan. The decimation. The Maniac. Is it the Savage? Yes. Easy peasy with the first one in NACT. Best player on a killing spree now. Mark Judy plays the lead in the backside. Just Judy there as well with that Shadow Stampede. But the hook comes in. A double kill for best player. Can we make it a triple? Yes. Turtle says, wait a second, a lot of damage. Comes in onto Kai, takes him out. Next is going to be Powerless. The hook just falls away from Pow. And luckily Zero is able to find Joybog there. And now Zero in trouble, taken out from Nova Zane.
Super Shark very low. Zia is going to find both Ross and Blazing Duet from Sleep. Hoon finds Dino. Zia finds CPZ. Coppola takes down Super Shark for a double kill. And Zia with the triple is going to find Sleep. Nurse Shaker goes down. Fried Chicken finds Steam. And Yato finds Fallen. He remembers dropping. Mobazane drops down Tote Neck. Arvel very low. Fallen engagement as well. A full wipeout as ISO takes down Arvel. It's reactivated. 2 members falling to 1. Make that another falling, and Bloodhounds is just fighting it out. Coppola is going to find Fallen. Basic falls, Sleeps falls, Dino, and Bocarasco. Oh, look at the high kick plays with the pathing. Thorn Rose, not enough. With the full team of BTK stampeding around him, they will press him down. Oh my goodness! Zia stills the Lord from Mobazane.
Is down, traded for Coppola, and down goes CPR. They are traded kills. I don't even know what is going on anymore. Defend with 3 players left. Secures the kill onto Toinks, and you can see right now Fallen in a little bit of trouble. Praisers round takes down Powerless. Kai in trouble as well. Avalon cleaning up shop. Zero is not long for this world. Goes Avery. They aren't able to find a kill onto Magic. Oh, there it is. As I say that, here comes the burst. Uneven with the electrifying beats. Out comes the deadly catch. And down goes Zia. ISO finds a kill onto Cone. Maddie for you in trouble. Is he going to be able to get away? Coming in with that Mortal Coil. Myth looking for the red tree. Mobazane finds the Lord and the kill onto Myth from ISO.
Once again, moving on to Coppola here, looking for the finish. Gets the final shot. That's a godlike kill over the side of best player. Zia's gonna flicker in, double kill. Dino goes down, and best player continues the torment. Make it a triple, looking for the Maniac. Can he lock on? He's under the tower. He doesn't care. Bocarasco trying to get the outplay, but Zia takes the kill from his hand.
How is Novaria getting caught so close to Naruto?
Oh, wait a second, but they do get the catch. ISO able to take the tower. Fly Chicken a little bit of trouble. Pops Black Dragon, but wait, everyone's getting melted down. Yato picking up a kill. It's 4 taken away from Avalon, all for the price of none. Zia into the backside with the Blazing Duet, able to find Mobazane. ISO getting brought low as well. Fly Chicken trying to get out of here. Can he do it once again? Not strong, but Meal flickers in and gets him. It's a trade. ISO picking up another kill though. Shark getting low as well. Yato flickers in and finds Shark, but taken out from Zia.
Blazing Duet, dropping down. Merciless joining the party there, low. DPR hits the decimation, finds Avery, gets a double. As he gets uneven, gets DPR to a triple. As he finds Magic, a Maniac takes down Black. The co-alter to save him in the midst of the battle. Matthew finds Mikasa, unpunished, a counterplay. Regrets is gonna take down Myth. Kai is gonna take down Khan. Tyrant very low. Kai finds Matt for you. Another body drops. Regrets picks up a double. Finds Tyrant. Knights of Fate. They have the numbers. trying to get into the back line. Does not find Demon, though. He's able to get out of that range. Mark Cutie, a slight mistake at Basic will punish. Takes him out. That is a 3-for-none trade. Make that a 4-for-none trade. As Gauss falls, Basic wraps around, picks up the kill for a double. Merciless, nowhere to go. He does have Zero wrapping around. Good rotation from the Knights of Fates to punish. The mobilization, Curse of Blood. Regrets is going to take down Sleeps. They get another. Copeland's going to find Zero. Boco Roscoe taking down Regrets.
Meanwhile, in the back, trying to go ahead and hold him off. Kai, big penalty zone with the flicker there, activates the Colt Alter. Is that going to be enough? Down goes Zero. And you can see Basic putting out the damage there. Yato with the cleanup there. Regrets in a bad way. T comes in, puts the damage on Regrets. Bomazane out to the back line, takes him out, finds himself almost the double there. No, he does find the double as ISO takes the tower. Does go wide, Joy Mod gets taken out by best player. Now set his sights onto ISO, and another kill, a double for best player. Ooh, Zane trying to make them pay for it. Look at the taunting by best player. Recalls are out. Immortality for Super Shark has been activated. That's a complete wipe for BTK.
Cutie trying to find Basic. They can take out Basic. That is huge. Basic flickers through. They're not able to finish. None's Fury knocks him up. Mark Cutie finds Basic in the backside, though. Demon able to find Mark Cutie. It's 1-for-1. Make it 3-for-1. Area 77. Finding the moment to strike. Franco, he's already taken a death. Bloodhound looking for control over the pit as Kai and Zero waited out. But the wall comes out. Mikasa dives in with the bravest fighter. Looking to target onto Boca Roscoe there. Out comes the falling star moon, but Easy Peasy still takes the turtle. And Dino is cleaning up. Oh! This is what I'm talking about. He flickers in, gets the knockup. ISO picks up Black. Mobazane shredding through under the tower. Able to find two before he falls down. Magic gets the shutdown, though.
A 2-man flicker set coming out from Chicken.
Here comes Shark with the cutthroat onto the backside. Reckless tries to get the big push, brings everyone under the crystal. Zed comes in with that last insanity, finds best player. It's a little bit of response, 2-for-1 currently, but all their base is cracked open, and Milo doesn't stop. Neither does Mooney.
Zia is going to take down Sarbazi and are going to claim the turn in the mid lane. Picks up a double, finds Powerless a triple. If Mikasa's not careful, he's going in for the dive. Gets the triple. Mikasa responds from taking him down. Decimation from Kai is going to find who left standing from Milo. You are going to see the hard guard on the Tarzan, but Ice will torn apart memories for the denial. Will shut him down. Can't out-heal this damage. T is going to claim a turret. Mobazane is going to find Basic. ISO takes down Demon. That is going to be a 3-for-none trade in favor for BTK. The huge save to keep their marksman alive. Zia picks up a kill off the assist, takes out T. Milo finds Chicken. Best player finds ISO. 4 members falling for BTK. Mobazane trying to fight out against the full team of TOB, but Zia, yet again, trumples over, takes the kill. A full wipeout as TOB now will push up the map.
Juice Cuties next on the top block. They're putting on the damage. Going with the Mortal Coil. The
Harness, Black.
Not enough to save her. And Black still chasing. He's not done yet. Juice Cutie finds an end to himself. Now we're seeing the damage from that Melissa. Sleep's doing a great job. Boca Roscoe finds a kill onto Myth. Real world manipulation from Boca Roscoe is set down to off the escape of the Night Horde. And we're trading some kills there, but Easy Peasy finds, is that a triple kill for him? DPR finds the kill and the turtle. Mark Cutie finds a Sir Bossy as well. Mikasa in trouble.
PR
is going to use that penalty zone to get away. He's just a narrow sliver of health. Jules Cutie lining up a shot, finds a kill onto Powerless. And Sleeps on the other side. Wild charge from Toys. Down comes the Appraiser's Wrath. Puts Sleeps to sleep. And on the other side, Tarzan trying to chase down Boca Roscoe. Toinks on the other side trying to punch with damage. Basic with an ultimate from the front. And that's going to clean the clock for Boca Roscoe and Copla. right inside the Merciless. He's trying to get himself to safety from the bottom. In comes DPR with a decimation. And now Tarzan might be following as well. That's a double for DPR. And Victor gonna have to get himself away. Jules Cutie hot on the pursuit. The damage, another set from Chicken, stuns them against the wall. He's gonna be able, he's trying to get away, juking and diving.
Oh
away.
my.
And that is gonna be a clean escape for Fly Chicken, while 4 members down for Area 77. T down very low from the back end. ISO with that blazing duet. Yato finds a kill onto best player, and now finally might have a little bit of a problem. ISO does get killed by Zia, but Fly Chicken finally able to bring down Yellow.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 for 1 plus a Lord. BTK definitely coming out on top.
From the side, a lot of damage comes in, penalty zone, pops them up. Hoon finds the kill. That's 3 down for Area, 4 down, it's just 0 left. That's gonna be game 2, a full sweep.
Are still fighting it out. Who will be able to draw the kill and take this objective? Fraser Graph goes down from Zane, connecting, hits Tarzan, it takes him out of there. You are looking at Promise trying to get away, but the Fire Snake missiles will catch him in his tracks. ISO get the kill. Yato finds Promise to respawn. Rough Waves on the way out. Demon able to sustain himself. 3 members falling for Avalon. BTK able to take control of the Lord Pit.
Promise coming up from the side as well. Mark Cutie, good distance. He doesn't realize Promise is out there. This might be it. Promise locked on to Mark Cutie. Takes him out.
Very close call, but Shark rushing in for the set, the stun, the penalty zone. Hoon finds Yato. Wait a second, there are no minions though. Do they get out of this? Do they still fight? Milo shuts down ISO. Huge play, finds the marksman for BTK. An airborne knockup on the Chicken. Ring of Order goes out. Sandstorm going in from T. Chicken finds Z. Zia T finds Super Shark. Look at the base crystal. 1%. TOB officially named the first grand finalist, taking down BTK and sending them to the losers bracket.
In the world of esports, every battle is a chance to prove oneself. Every moment holds the potential for greatness. It's not just about winning, but the spirit of competition that drives us forward. NACT 2023 Fall Season is where dreams are realized, where champions are crowned, and where legends are made. In the arena, we face our rivals head-on with unwavering focus and unwavering resolve. We leave no stone unturned, no opportunity wasted. Together, we create moments that will be etched in history. We inspire, we innovate, and we forge new paths towards glory. NACT 2023 Fall Season. My fight, my moment. Welcome to a journey through time as we delve into the transformative milestones of North American Challenger Tournament, NACT. Our story begins on April 11th, 2022, when the North America Community Tournament was officially renamed to North America Challenger Tournament. The official NA YouTube channel was also introduced, and Team A77 claimed the title of champion for the season. Fast forward to August 7th, 2022, and NACT evolved into an officially organized North American regional event. The tournament spanned 13 days of thrilling online broadcasts, with Team First Blood triumphantly seizing the championship. As we moved into the fall of 2022, the first ever offline grand final was held, taking the tournament to a whole new level. This landmark event took place in Las Vegas, USA, creating an unforgettable live experience for all the fans and competitors. The NACT trophy was unveiled, and the championship title went...
My fight. My moment. The battle for the trophy continues. find something in life that speaks to you, then you win that thing. 8 teams, the dream for each team, take their place on this trophy. Who's gonna win this baby and go on to M5? If you want to hoist this holy grail, then know this: you will never be forgotten. Now it's your moment. Come and get it. It lasts a lifetime.
Welcome to Long Beach, California for the North America Challenger Tournament 2023 Fall Season Finals.
And we are back in Thunder Studio, Long Beach, California. How's everybody doing in the crowd today? Woo! Everybody's excited, guys. 2 months of journey. We're finally here with our beautiful host, Liz, on stage. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Dave. I got 2 energy drinks in, but the energy of the crowd is enough to cheer me on for this moment. 2-month journey indeed, and we're finally here at the Grand Finals today in Thunder Studios, Long Beach. I'm pumped, Dave. What about you?
Oh, I'm excited. I didn't have 2 energy drinks, but we don't need it because the crowd are pouring in today, guys. We have a lot of special stuff for you. Jam-packed event. Make sure to share the live stream, share the broadcast with your friends. This is the time. Grand Final day, only 1 team will make it out today and go all the way to Asia to participate in the World Series. We cannot wait to find out. Now, first of all, we do have elimination bracket, right, for the loser bracket. Now, I do want to talk about the format, the history that we have been through, because NACT has gone through a long journey. Liz, why don't you go ahead and talk about the history we have been through so far?
And that journey this season began in August, where 96 teams fought their way through the open qualifiers, leaving us with 4 of NA's greatest rosters at the playoff stage. The teams that kick-started a fresh journey in the standard double elimination series, and tonight, at the Grand Finals, this arena will crown our regional champion for the World Series now. That is also a $19,000 and 250,000 diamonds of rewards for our players in the house. So Dave, this is the biggest and greatest NACT yet.
Absolutely. Now, biggest and greatest doesn't just stop here originally in North America. Remember, the grand champion is going to Asia for the World Series MPL Invitational M5 World Championship. I think that's adding up to $1 million prize pool. That's a lot of money and experience of the lifetime. But obviously, I think we'll have jam-packed crowd today. Everybody's here for a show, right? For bracket today, Liz, what are the matches we're looking for today?
Well, Dave, yesterday we had 4 teams down to 3. A77 bids farewell as we hit the final stage of the NACT. TOB yesterday secured their spot for the first grand finalist. So today, BTK is hungry for the redemption. Drop down to lower bracket. BTK today will take on Avalon, first series of the night, and the winner will set the stage in the best of 7 showdown against TOB. Now, will BTK seize their final redemption against TOB, or will TOB be the undisputed regional champion?
You see, it's going to be very exciting for many different reasons. One thing is not just tests for their skills, for their teamwork, for their strategy. It's also a test for stamina. BTK, Avalon, doesn't matter who wins, they have to go through a loser bracket first, and after a short break, they have to come back again and fight for the grand final. That's why you want to go to the winner bracket. But guys, when you're watching, I think we have some special people ready to come up on stage, right, Liz?
Absolutely. Now, 3 of your favorite heroes are teleported here from the Land of Dawn, rolling on stage. First off, we have Basha with Fury
Let's
power,
hear it for Boxia!
followed by our NA's very own Layla Bunny Babe, brought to you by Xena Lily. And last but not least, we have 1-1 adding her unique charm to the mix. Now, that costumes, man, Dave.
Oh my goodness. I didn't see, this is my first time seeing the 1-1. I saw Layla. That gun over there, it probably took like a year just to make that. So if you're able to catch a cosplayer off stage, make sure to take a picture, take a selfie. Now, it probably costs like $1,000 for a picture. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure to catch them in the venue to get some pictures. It's going to be awesome. Now, we're going to invite our wonderful cosplayers off stage. Thank you so much. Let's hear it again for our cosplayers. Woo!
Now,
Awesome.
in light of the cosplayers, we also, as always, have a special giveaway for all of our audiences sitting in the live as well as at home. So, Dave, what will our giveaway be today?
Oh, we got a time-limited and a quantity-limited giveaway codes on screen right now in live audience. Take out your phone and receive your free skin. After 50 users redeem this time-limited skin, it's gonna run out. So I think it's already out, to be honest, Liz, if you haven't got your chance.
I mean, judging by the crowd today, it might be already be out. 50 giveaway codes, that's right, on the screen, guys. So pull out your phones, type that code in, and be one of the first 40 winners to redeem that skin.
First and only. That's right. If you redeem it and you haven't redeemed it, it's already gone. So again, do it now with the link in description. But we heard a lot from the community. How about the players? Before today's show, we got to interview some of the players on how they are preparing for M5. Let's roll the tape.
It would mean a lot to me to play in M5 and MPLI because I never missed World Series as long as I've been playing. I was there for M3, I was there for M4. Unfortunately, Team BTK couldn't go to MSC due to travel issues, but that's not going to be a problem anymore, and I'm looking forward to compete.
M5 in the Philippines will be actually going to be my greatest part of my MLBB career. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I have a lot of fans in PH, so I'm really excited. So I really want to win this.
To get to M5 in the Philippines would be super special because first, it's my home country, and we're treated as the underdogs right now. And if we were to really win, we would shock everyone.
And again, Magic Trick, I'm back on the caster's desk with two handsome gentlemen, Steph, Wheezy, and Yue. Guys, what do y'all think about the tape?
Man, just amazing to see all these players fighting it out in Long Beach, California. I'm myself excited to see. Today, we're going to figure out who's going to represent us not only in MPLI, but also in the World Series.
Yeah, the World Series is definitely the prize money here. Everyone's here to compete, and we have Avalon and BTK. These two Titans have fought each other throughout the whole entire regular season. It's going to be an exciting match to watch.
I know, we unfortunately have to send off Era 77, but they're in attendance today off the stage. Now, today we got 3 teams competing for the crown spot. Let's quickly take a look off the rosters. Why don't we go ahead and see Bloodthirsty King first?
Oh, Bloodthirsty King coming out, man. They're all looking so sharp. You know, this is one of the teams that have actually won it and done it. They went through M3, they went to M4, and now they're looking to go to that next one. And man, 4-man Petrusek coming out from Yato. Man, this team is quite solid here.
Yeah, definitely solid. The reigning champs in NACT so far. And speaking of champions, the Ohio brothers, who's been dominating the entire fall season, sitting at that #1 position. Look at the flawless execution, the gameplay, which led to all of their victories so far. Definitely one of the hardest teams to go against, and we got to see how they kind of reign today. They're the only team currently sitting in that grand finalist position, and today we're going to figure out, is it going to be Avalon? Is it going to be BTK to face them?
You know, I love the wing coming up from Hunk's face every time the elevator door opened. But you know what's also exciting? This gonna be basic smile when the elevator open for Team Avalon. Let's take a look, Yue.
Yeah, Avalon does come through. You know, this is the team that a lot of people, a lot of the locals do understand. We've seen them quite often in multiple different tournaments. They actually did quite well, you know, and it's a team that's been pieced together, and the synergy is going to be there.
Yeah, the synergy's definitely there. I mean, they have international experience. They have Basic on the team. Pretty much everybody going against each other today all have international experience, right? You've got TOB, you've got Avalon, and we're also going to have the best of the best, the Ohio brothers, sitting in the grand finalist position.
Well, speaking of all the teams, guys, we actually asked our talent before the show about their prediction. Now, who is making it out? The one and only. Right, it's going to be BTK, it's going to be TOB, it's going to be Avalon. Let's take a look at the predictions. Woo! 3-2 to BTK's favor.
Yeah, there's a lot of people voting for BTK. You know, they had the experience of coming through last season, got a best of 7 series, and definitely dominated there. So I feel like that kind of skews into their favor. But once again, TOB, the contending champions, they've done so well in the regular season. So I'm definitely not scared for TOB to kind of come through and take that spot.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a sneak peek, right, in day 1 of the playoffs, right? We got to see TOB, we got to see BTK fight it out. It ended up working in TOB's favor, a 2-0 sweep. But, you know, if we look at history, last NACT, it went all the way to a best of 7. Honestly, the best series we ever had in North America. So you never know which way it's going to go. But looking at the predictions so far, I myself, this time around, voted for BTK. I mean, hey, after seeing them last year, how could I ever doubt them? But anyway, it looks like you're on the same note as me.
You know about the caster's curse, right? I mean, we still have a loser bracket final that's yet to begin. The round 1, Avalon taking on Bloodthirsty King. How about let's take a look at the stats.
Stats are going to be coming through onto the screen. And once again, these numbers, it doesn't really mean the whole entire story, but BTK definitely shifting ahead in terms of the KDA, the damages, the rating, and also the gold. It just means, you know, they like to prolong the game. They want to make sure they have that late game security. But Avalon, on the other hand, a little bit less on all the statistics. But once again, these are two teams, two of the best teams from North America, Weezy.
That's right, the number 2 versus the number 3, right? We also got to see both of them face yesterday in day 1. It ended up being a 2-0 sweep in favor for BTK. I said, was the third time the charm, and it looked like it wasn't for Avalon, but hey, today may be another story.
You know what's interesting? When we look at the entire regular season stats from yesterday, it seemed like Avalon and Era 77 both have like higher stats. Not necessarily better, but higher stats in almost every genre, right? But today, it seemed like that script has been completely flipped. I was so surprised there.
Yeah, honestly, you know, BTK, they still have all the stats continuing, but they also have the tournament experience. Like we said earlier, BTK, they've done so well in these 7-game series that honestly, I'm not going to doubt them. I feel like they definitely have the standing here. They have the experience. They have the international stuff. Everything is kind of just going into their favor, and I feel like the crowd is too.
Yeah, the crowd definitely ready. I mean, I've seen a couple of Mova Zane heads just floating around in the audience, some BTK signs, and, you know, some fans for Avalon as well. So I can't wait to see which way this goes, but nonetheless, this is the final shot for both of these teams, right? Only one will be able to move forward into the grand final.
Yeah, you've seen some Mobile Zane heads. I think that's right. You know, maybe sometimes regarding the match, it's about whose fan base has more heads, right? So like in the game, we're talking about who has more immortalities. Maybe this who has more fans. That's going to win the game. Because first game of the day, usually it's all momentum. Yeah,
it's definitely going to take a lot of momentum right now. BTK, they got the wins yesterday. It was a 2-0 sweep to Avalon, and they did quite well. I feel like, you know, in terms of their early game, they didn't do exactly what they wanted to. They kind of lost a little bit, but they were able to kind of gather up, go into that death ball, and making sure that they kind of pushed through. And of course, you know, they got to this stage, and Wheezy, draft coming in already. The supports banner coming out. It's kind of the same exact draft that they tried to do last time around.
That's right. This is becoming textbook for BTK, right? Just banning out all the supports and then making sure Chicken gets comfortable on that roam position. I mean, usually we see him run that Edith that may be a showcasing today. Maybe something Avalon wants to ban out.
I want to say that yesterday when we see BTK going against Avalon, they had the same ban strategy. Right? They banned all the support. And then it's not like today they're doing the exact same thing. But when they win against a team like TOB, they were not banning all the supports. They were actually leaving, I think, Mathilda open even. You know, even though we know that TOB is really comfortable, and then Mathilda is one of the most comfortable character for Shark. So looking at this draft, you know, banning all the support, I think BTK definitely done their homework for not only the team, the nemesis, I would say, right, but also for every other team they possibly might go against.
Well, here's the thing. TOB, they have the assassins coming in. But right now, this game is going to be about Avalon. And Avalon loves to play the front-to-back style. We have Tarzan that loves to go the utility jungles. It's kind of the same mirror matchup going against BTK. So it brings a different element, and the different drafts come through. BTK definitely done their homework, and it kind of shows right away in these drafts.
You know, and something interesting, a little different from what we've seen yesterday. Avalon, they didn't go to kind of ban out Mova Zane on the box here, right? They let that walk. They didn't ban the Navaria. They banned both of those in both matches yesterday, but they're kind of switching up their style. There goes the Boxia, which is going to open up the door for a possible Mathilda play for BTK, and hey, there it goes.
The possible Mathilda play. It's a for sure Mathilda play, Steph Weezy, which is good prediction from you. And that's why, you know, we have the best casters on desk today. You know, make sure to follow our wonderful caster, yours, Steph Weezy, on their social media. You probably have their handles already. If you're not, go to the description and find it. That's right, Mathilda being taken out. Fredrin is still available, which is quite interesting. Do you think Avalon's going to take it? Or do you think they're going to leave it to BDK? I don't think they're going to leave it to BDK at all. Oh, ooh.
Well, the Fredrin does get picked up by Tarzan right here, but once again, there's still a lot available. The Kaja does get picked up. That's kind of one of those very heavy pick or ban heroes, but with the Matilda on the board, it seems like BTK want to skews towards that support. Now, even with the Basha and the Akai being banned out, that still leaves a Martis, and we all know Moba Zane. He can play the fighters, he can play the tanks, and Martis, it might just be a perfect pick to deal with the CC coming out from Fredrin.
Yeah, definitely a pick from Moba Zane. I mean, we've seen him run even things like the Paquito, even though it took a little bit of a nerf, so he has options on the table still. I don't think he's really too worried about the Akai and the Basha not being on the table. He could run that Martis, it could definitely work out well. I mean, he has Chicken on the Mathilda to be able to get them out of those trickier situations. Ooh. We're already seeing some sustainability from BTK picking up that export.
Oh, it's going to be Lancelot. Wow. How often do we see Zane on Lancelot? I mean, this is going to be a for sure jungle pick. We have Export already. Or maybe it's an export jungle. No way. It has to be a Lancelot jungle, right?
It has to be a Lancelot jungle, but the Esmeralda counter pick coming out to deal with the shields coming from the Matilda. We've seen this quite often in a lot of the matches, a lot of the series already, and we're coming out it with again, and they're not really shy of picking this early. They just want to make sure they can get this Esmeralda, because it might seem like, you know, if the Esmeralda does get passed away in the first phase, it's going to be on that ban table.
Yeah, and it'll give a promise a little bit of an easier time in the XP lane, especially going up against that Export, right? He's very sustainable. One of the things about Esmeralda is the mobility that she provides to be able to cut that lane and get to the fights nice and early. Whereas Export, he's not as mobile, but definitely can get the job done. But with the Esmeralda being on the board, it could be a problem for BTK, right? With that Mathilda providing those shields, Esmeralda will be able to pretty much soak all of that up.
Yeah, I mean, Esmeralda is such a great pick in this particular scenario because it's not going to be bothered by Export in lane harassment. Now, Export actually quite annoying when you go against in lane, just keep on spraying fire at you. It's not doing that much damage early game, it's more of a just annoyance. So here, I like the draft, and then let's take a look at bans. It seems like Team Avalon will ban away two marksmen, Brody and Carry.
And both of these teams are there looking for the marksmen and the mage. But here's the thing, Avalon chooses to ban out two of one of the better marksmen right here. So it does leave Arithal kind of in the open in the open field. But right here we still have Exia, and we saw Zia play a pretty good Exia, and with the recent buffs, that might be a choice that both of these teams are looking to pick.
What about Bruno?
Yep, Bruno could definitely be a problem. I mean, we've been seeing him pretty much dominate. He took a little bit of a hit with the recent nerfs, but he definitely is still a problem. We've also been seeing picks like the Irithel been slotted in, the Beatrix still being available for both sides. Speaking of Beatrix, there it goes, Avalon securing the marksman.
Basic got MVP yesterday with Beatrix twice in a row, right? This guy is absolutely on fire with his character. The first game might not have that many kills, but it was a lot of damage. We're talking about damage is what's important as it carries a late game insurance. So let's take a look. Oh, Irithel will be taken out. Now, it seems like not every team's gonna go with the Ixia and a Mathilda combo, as good as it is. Now, I wanna mention here, what do you think about Chicken on Mathilda? I've really seen him play this character.
Well, Matilda Rhino recently did get that update, so the Circling Eagle, honestly, you could kind of do a lot with it. So even without Chicken being on something like a set tank, what traditionally he likes to run, the Edith, the Kaja, kind of like the EXP ones, now he's on Matilda, and I feel like that kind of gives leeway for Mobazane to kind of dash in and out. It gives that sustained support, and it adds a raw element of surprise here. But ooh, the Novaria comes out. That was what I was going to be looking for, but there's still a lot of mages on the board. Maybe we're going to see a Faramis. Maybe we might see something completely different here.
You know, I was thinking about the Novaria as well. I'm looking at their composition, and it's not really heavy CC oriented, right? It's more for the sustainability, get in and get out. With the Novaria over there with the Astral Echo, we'll be able to provide that slow to the entire team, increase that hit marker as well, so it can definitely be effective. It is going to be interesting seeing Mobazane on this Lancelot, but speaking of picks and sustainability, there goes the final pick for Avalon to finalize this draft. They are going to go ahead and pick up the sustainability, right? They are going to have that Nether Realm to be able to keep themselves alive with this Faramis.
The Faramis is decent against, I would say, Axborg, but it's not very good against someone like Irithel, Yue. What do you think?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not really too scared about the Rithel, but I feel like the range coming out from Novaria just might be a little bit too much to handle. And you know, Rithel, he does well. He has that AoE, but Rithel does take some time to scale. But Dave, we're jumping in.
Yeah, it seems like timer has been running out. If you're watching at home, it's time to share the stream, like, subscribe, and turn the bell into all notification bells. Tell all your friends, tell your parents, tell your uncle, tell your entire family. We don't care. Get them in. This is the grand final day. Who's going to make it to the grand final match? First game between Bloodthirsty King and Team Avalon is on the way. Casters, take it away.
That's right, into the loser bracket finals, best of 3. Only one will move forward to be your grand finalist to fight it out against the Ohio brothers. Will it be the Bloodthirsty Kings or will it be Avalon? You have Mobazane running the Lancelot in the jungle for Avalon. You are going to be seeing this Frederick.
And honestly, Mobazane on the Lancelot, it's definitely a treat for the crowd. Mobazane traditionally likes to play a lot of the utility side, and to be on an Assassin in a grand final series, you know, that's something definitely a treat. But a small opening coming through, Avalon decides to go for a 2-1-1 onto the XP lane, and BTK responds the same exact way. They want to make sure all these heroes can get to level 4 and make sure they're all ready for that next turtle fight.
Right, and looking at the emblems showing up, 5 Impure Rages across the board. That Quantum Charge, you are going to go ahead and see them revving up, trying to do some additional damage. Now, what we've seen from the past, right? The last time we've seen both of these teams play was yesterday, and it was a best of 3. It ended up in BTK's favor with a 2-0 sweep, but this is their final chance. This is the loser bracket finals. Will Avalon be able to turn this around, or will we see BTK push forward to the grand finals?
Well, here's the thing about Avalon. Their kind of style is to, you know, make sure Basic can get into that late game. So we're probably going to see a lot of Cold World moving onto that gold lane. Maybe not during the first rotation before the first turtle, but definitely afterwards. He's going to be using that flicker off that cooldown, using the Divine Judgment, making sure Basic can get the resources he needs.
Yeah, definitely needing to get Basic online. He is going to be going up against ISO, one of the 4 horsemen for the NACT fall season. Definitely an expert in the gold lane and reigning champion from the last NACT. So looking at what we're seeing so far, we haven't really seen Chicken too much on the Mathilda, but Mathilda just got a recent buff, right? One of the more superstar heroes in the support system that Moonton's been pushing for, so it can work in their favor. Looking at the XP matchup, it is going to be that X-Borg going up against Promise on this Esmeralda. Now that's definitely something we're going to have to watch out for.
Of course, we definitely have to watch out for it, but Tarzan is going to be the first one that pulls on this objective, and wow, he's not even choosing to go for all the way Mobazane on this Lancelot, trying to go back, and I do think they're going to be able to just kind of get away with this buff, and the objective is going to go to Avalon here.
Right, it is going to go in Avalon's favor, and the Divine Judgment on Yato is going to be able to get out just in time, but pulled back. Astro Echo goes down to hit the team. Tarzan draws first blood, takes down Yato. First objective going to Avalon, but Last Insanity trying to catch Cold World, able to get out of there just in time. Chicken circling Eagle around, connects on to Demon all the way into that turret, but he will not fall.
Yeah, it's just not enough damage coming out from Chicken. You know, he might be playing that Edith before and able to kind of have that kill pressure. But on the Mathilda, you're kind of just using the enemy's mistake. You want to kind of make sure that they are miscalculating their fights and making sure that, you know, BTK, they can kind of just sustain the damage. But Mobazane,
yeah, he's going to go in with this Lancelot Thorn Rose, able to get his orange buff. Tarzan doing a good job of trying to invade. Right now, it's looking like it's working more in Avalon's favor, right? They're invading the jungle, they took the first neutral objective, and they got first blood. That is a 3-for-none trade so far against BTK.
Yeah, but the invade does come through, but you can kind of tell Mobazane is already on level 6. Tarzan kind of has to catch up on the buffs, but he should be able to grab up that level quite well. The gold lead, 3 minutes in, it's only about 500 difference, so it's still going to be a close game.
Speaking of close things, circling Eagle in, Fried Chicken, Mr. Worldwide gets the first kill for BTK, takes down Basic in the goal lane, and now a little bit of a skirmish in the mid toward the jungle. Mobazane, Thorn Rose out, but you are going to see the Praise Wrap drop down. The Energy Eruption for the double set. Last Insanity flicker in from T onto Tarzan, like white on rice. Yato taking him down.
A small sniper coming in from Yato. We kind of knew that Novaria is going to have a lot of impact on this game. And with the Impure Rage, the first skill just does so much more. And right now, you know, honestly, BTK, they're looking to kind of push forward. They're trying to farm up a little bit. But even on the top side, you can see the Esmeralda matchup is just a little bit too much.
Well, speaking of matchups, there goes Chicken again on to Cold World. You are going to see Yato get the kill, takes him down.
Yeah, Novaria, another snipe coming through. He already has 2 of the 3 kills participation, so Novaria is definitely going to be smelling a lot of trouble. Now, Mobazane already on this next neutral objective. Tarzan a little bit slow onto the rotation, but you can see BTK, they're not really putting a lot of members there.
Yeah, and speaking of BTK, Zane pulling the aggro to the turtle. Tarzan right by him, able to get the retribution for Avalon. That will be the second turtle in their hands again. BTK yet to claim 1.
Yeah, and right here, they're putting a lot of pressure onto the bot side once again. This is kind of what a lot of the roamers like to do. These neutral objectives, they just kind of let the junglers deal with it. They're going for some utility side, and they put the supports on the bottom. Now, here's the thing. I don't think they know Cold World is on this boss, and he has that flicker and Divine Judgment. The first person that comes up, they're definitely going to go for it.
Look at Chicken already in the bush. Does Basic know he's there? Is providing that vision. Speaking of vision, the taunt on him over Zane. Phantom Execution's out, having a little bit of a rough start so far in the jungle, but they are leading in kills. So hey, it's not out of the ballpark yet, but definitely Avalon having the first objectives in their favor. BTK leading in the kills.
Yeah, they're leading the kills, leading the goal. It's really, really close so far, but you kind of see Avalon, even if they're not completely up ahead, they're still looking to go aggressive. They're kind of moving towards on the opposite side, moving past that river. So Avalon definitely are still looking to be aggressive, asserting dominance, making sure that this Beatrix has a good time in lane.
Yeah, Basic, Demon, and Cold World on the bottom side, and the invasion into Mobizane's jungle. You see him in the mid lane right now, and Avalon just doing a good job of contesting his purple buff. There goes T trying to help him out. Yato trying to pick up the pieces, not trying to deny Mobazane any more farm. They were able to fend off Avalon.
Yeah, they did and fend off Avalon, but Chicken looking like he's going to go in, but he doesn't choose to disengage.
Yeah, circling Eagles in, but nobody to follow. ISO now joining the party. Chicken will be able to get out of there. I mean, look at the sustainability on the midfielder, already back to full HP.
Yeah, he's really fast, but the sustainability, the counter sustainability coming in from Demon is going to be able to save a lot of people. The Nether Realm is just a really, really good utilities, and with a lot of mages being kind of nerfed in the recent patches, it kind of lets Fairman shine a little bit more. But Wheezy, some of the items on the board?
That's right. Hawksclaw is being picked up from Islo and leading in the gold lane by about 400 gold. Slowly starting to scale a little bit better than Basic. Now, Basic did find his first death nice and early in this game, and that could have led to that. So maybe if BTK can't get these neutral objectives, they should put some pressure in that gold lane.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. It's kind of crazy. Mobazane is still ahead in gold in the jungle. Tarzan has been the one that actually chooses to invade. You saw a small invade on the bot side into the blue buff, but now for the neutral objectives.
There it goes. Will the third time be the charm? No, it's not. Tarzan able to get the turtle yet again over BTK, which will give him a massive boost in experience.
Of course, the experience and the gold lead. Avalon is now going to be ahead. Oh, actually, it's just still going to be relatively close. They did end up picking that turtle, but they still have to make sure Basic gets the farm in. With a score 0-1-0, it's not so bad so far. Basic, you know, he just cannot be dying so much here.
You know, this is kind of looking similar to yesterday, right? Avalon taking advantage of the early game, but BTK able to pick it up in the mid. So right now, Avalon has total control, right? Yes, they're not leading in the scoreboard on kills, but they have the neutral objectives and putting a lot more damage on that turret in the gold lane.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Mobazane is on that Lancelot. This is kind of the wild card that I'm talking about. We don't really see him traditionally play a lot of these assassin junglers, but with the tank Lancelot, it kind of adds a little bit of element surprise. He can get onto that backside, making sure the Nether Realms pop, and kind of immune the Divine Judgment coming out from the Kaja.
Yeah, and speaking of junglers, Tarzan already in position to contest Mobazane's purple buff yet again. There goes the taunt with the energy eruption. Zane not going to let it go. Phantom Executions in. Thorn Rose as well. And now Promise very low, trying to get out. Circling Eagle from Chicken. And the last Insanity from T will drop him down. Basic in the goal lane will take down ISO, but Praise Wrath on to T. Does he get away? The dash in from Tarzan. T trying to get out of there. Chicken may be able to provide that sustainability needed, and it looks like he was able to survive.
Yeah, T's going to be able to get out there. He did end up picking the Ice Queen wand, so that's going to add a lot of sustainability and mobility for the side of BTK. They kind of have to try and figure out how they can get onto the backside once again. It has to be Mobazane here.
Ooh, and there goes the turret. First turret falling in favor for Avalon in the goal lane, but there's Mobazane onto Basic. Oh, everybody joining the party. Circling Eagle around. Yato with the sniper takes down Basic Fight still on the way. Demon trying to get out of there. 4 members of BTK on the chase into the turret. Last insanity from T. Not hitting the mark, but no problem. ISO draws the kill.
And that's a 5-man rotation onto the bot side, so Avalon definitely put a lot of resources to making sure that ISO can just counter out that tower. But the response coming in from Avalon is great. They're getting this mid lane push. Cold World is doing a great job getting that mid tower.
Whoa, what is going on? Avalon not playing any games today. Not high in kills, but high in objectives. Tarzan very low. BTK in the mid lane. Divine Judgment onto Mobazane. Will be able to puncture through and get back to the river. But Falling Star Moon from Promise having other plans on the Chicken. Very low. Demon gets the kill.
Yeah, fair miss. With that recent update, they did kind of nerf the ability to be able to bounce around in the damage, but they kind of pushed up the base damage. And now with the Lord coming up, Avalon kind of has the lead. They have Chicken down, so maybe now is the time that they kind of do this little tango, making sure that they can get something on the opposite side, or they're going to look to group up and see if they can get a pick.
Ooh, ISO by himself on an island. 3 members of Avalon. Demon taking him down, and now focusing on the team. Mobazane, Yato for the defense, trying to keep him alive. You are going to see the Lord spawned in, and right now, the pit is controlled by Avalon.
Yeah, ISO kind of had a misplay up there. He didn't really carry the Purifying. He had the sprint, but he did not pop it. Members of Avalon was just a little bit too fast, but Chicken once again.
Ooh, Chicken definitely circling around, but nobody to follow. And Promise on this Esmeralda has just been executing it flawlessly, right? Providing the frontline presence to keep BTK on the back line. But speaking of back lines, there goes Mobazane, puncturing in onto Demon, onto Promise, but the Lord aggro being pulled by Tarzan. Zane with the Thorn Rose onto Tarzan as well. Looks like we might have a little bit of a Lord dance on the way.
Yeah, and throughout that whole entire time, Cold World and Basic were pushing onto that bot side. They make sure they could get that advantage on the side. That's called what we call the banana split. And Avalon really likes to do that, but circling Eagle.
Speaking of banana split, a full Sunday on a Demon, but Thorn Rose from Zane will not finish and take him out. Demon in the mid lane now, about half HP. Tarzan still continuing to pull aggro on this Lord, right? They got what they came for so far. Able to take the first 3 turtles and trying to take the first Lord as well, but Zane and T not making it easy for them, providing that pressure. Speaking of pressure, Yato, the Beer's Passion hits him. Tarzan connects for the kill and takes him out.
Yeah, that's a good rotation coming out from Avalon. Cold World and Basic, they were kind of on that boss side, and when they were able to get that pick, the flicker into the Divine Judgment was able to get Basic on that kill. Now the Lord is already being pulled onto the side, but it doesn't seem like BTK wants to give it up.
Yeah, and T, speaking of BTK, is going to find Promise. 1 member falling while the Lord is at about 60% HP. You are seeing Mobazane, T, ISO, Chicken in position. Tarzan, Demon, and Cold World as well, but looks like Tarzan is now going to shift into the jungle. Zane, though, same kind of game plan. So 7-5 so far, 12-minute mark, now hitting that mid-game. We are going to be able to see, this is typically when we see BTK be able to turn it around. But can they do it this time? Astro Echo going out, last insanity from T. You are going to see the Netherrealm for the sustainability on Avalon. Thorn Rose in. Demon very low, same with Cold World. Praises Wrath from Tarzan, forcing BTK back to their side of the jungle.
Yeah, Chicken continually just saving the members of BTK, getting them out of trouble. And now, this is the time of Avalon where they get to kind of try to dance out this Lord. We saw the Novaria once again. He's sitting at a 3-2-2, farming up, and the damage is just going to get stronger and stronger into the late game. And that is going to be smelling trouble with Avalon because they're playing a front to back comp. They don't have an assassin, they don't have a Fanny. They have a Fredrin that's sitting in the front. So who's going to be able to get onto that Novaria? I feel like that's the win condition coming out from Avalon.
That's right, that's the $1,000,000 question. This is game day, the finals. You have to win this to move forward. It's make it or break it. Lord still intact at about 45% HP. Tarzan in position for the Retribution. Promise again with the Esmeralda zoning out BTK. Zane at about 40% HP. Basic able to get the kill. Takes down Chicken. They do not have the sustainability. They have lost their roamer. And Basic will claim the Lord for Avalon.
Yeah, Mobazane was kind of nowhere to be found right there. He's just kind of hit pretty low right there, so he was unable to get anything.
Oh, speaking of low, Promise taking out ISO. Both marksmen's falling. Wait, what is going on? That's Chicken, that's ISO out. Actually, full team of Avalon still alive, able to claim that Lord as well. So that's 3 Turtles and one Lord in their favor, and now opening up the map in their favor.
Yeah, the Kings are kind of falling down right here at the 13-minute mark. They're looking to siege onto the mid side, but without any minions, they're not going to be able to. The Lord is going to be marching down onto the spot side. It's about a 4 to 5k goal lead for the side of Avalon. They kind of have to sink these waves good, and with the mid wave cleared right away, I'm not sure if that's going to be the best decision coming out from Avalon.
Not just any Lord, a Luminous Lord making his way on the bottom side. A possible ticking time bomb as Avalon is trying to open up the base for BTK, and there it goes. Basic, wasting no time, eyes on the prize, takes the middle inhibitor turret.
Wow, I'm really surprised right here. BTK, they have the X-Borg, they have the Novaria for the clear, so they definitely have tools to be able to push these waves, but it just seems like Avalon, they're taking advantage of the death timers. You had ISO that was still stuck there inside the base, so they definitely were able to push onto this mid side, and with this Luminous Lord marching down, they're looking to go for the next one.
Yeah, definitely putting BTK in a tricky position, trying to seize the opportunity to take another inhibitor on the bottom side, and there it goes. Now Lord making his way to the base crystal. Full team of BTK trying to defend Avalon from closing it out. Pay attention to the base. Very low. Demon is going to take out Yato. Gets a double. Finds Chicken. BTK trying to hold on. Promise is going to take out ISO. T. Very low. T is going to find Tarzan Basic. He is going to fall. T gets a double on the other side of the board, but the base has fallen. Avalon takes game 1 against BTK.
Avalon able to kind of find the strategy to be able to beat the Kings right here. The contending champions are going to be fall onto that game 1. But again, this is a best of 3 series. But it kind of looks shaky for BTK. We kind of seen traditionally, they don't do so well in the early game, and it kind of felt the same way. But the late game, they were able to kind of group up and should be able to push forward. But honestly, Avalon, their strategy was just too good. They had Basic doing the banana split with Cold World, and they made sure that they can get the pick before the fight even starts.
Hey, I gotta tell you what, this is history in the making. This is the first victory Avalon has ever gotten against BTK in this entire NACT fall season. This is a great start for them. This is the loser bracket finals. It's a best of 3. Now they have BTK in a pinch, right? They are currently sitting at match point.
Yeah, they only really need one more game to be able to get through this series and move on to that next stage where they're going to face TOB. But again, they still have to win this next match, and it's going to be really, really tough.
Oh, it is going to be really, really tough. Dude, to be honest, when I was looking at draft, I think it has something to do with it, right? You got Chicken, which normally that we know is really, really good at those heavy engage kind of tanks. But this game, he's playing Mathilda, and obviously Zane is on the Lancelot, which we know they don't have, historically speaking, they don't have a lot of success with.
Well, the game ended in 15 minutes. The scoreboard is going to be 10-9, favoring the side of Avalon. And when it comes down to games that get down less than 15 minutes, the second Lord, that's what I call kind of like a draft difference. These games, they're unable to hold out. They're unable to clear the waves. And you can take a look at Matilda's build, a lot of magic damage. Now, we did receive the magic damage buff recently on these supports, but I just don't think it's the right way for Chicken.
Yeah, you are seeing a little bit of the skirmishes from game 1. Basic taking down ISO. A victory leading in favor for Avalon to force BTK into match point. You know, who would have thought this would have happened, right? Yesterday it was a 2-0 sweep. BTK had an easier time, but it looks like last night Avalon did some homework.
Yeah, Avalon is ready for their opposition. They played with a lot of fire momentum today. Can this momentum carry through? BTK is known to be the comeback team. Now we've seen over and over again in many different series, many different games, that they always come back from behind. Now, can they do it again? Now they're 1-0 behind. This is going to be a challenge.
Well, I definitely have to give it to Avalon. It definitely feels like their strategy, the 3 supports ban that come out from BTK, they're kind of like, hey, you ban 3 supports, we give you that support. We're going to take the best set tank. We're going to take the Kaja, using that Divine Judgment, getting the picks that they wanted to. And of course, Basic on that Beatrix. You talked about the MVP. You know, he was able to be on this character twice in a row and getting that title. So definitely giving Basic the Beatrix once again. I feel like that might be a fatal mistake.
Yeah, and you know, something that we didn't really typically see was Mobazane on the Lancelot. I'm not sure if that really played too much into it. He didn't really have any kills. He had majority of assists in that entire match. I think it was like 7 assists. So there's a lot of invasion in his jungle, right? Normally he runs something a little bit beefier, something that can be a little bit sustainable to those invades. But this time around, Avalon, they were just all over the objectives.
Yeah, it just felt like Zane wasn't Zane anymore when he's playing the character that he's most comfortable with. Because you know this guy liked to keep on going in, keep on staying in the front, being tanky. But when you play assassin characters, not like you know, he can play. He definitely have the mechanical skill to play it, but it requires you to quickly switch your entire mentality. Assassin requires you to go in, out, like keep on doing that over and over again, where you're playing a Fredrin and playing a Kai. You're just constantly in their face, you know? So it's a completely different mental attitude, and I think that BTK had a strategy working day one, which has been all the support, but like I said, in the game one, they left one open, and they didn't really want to give it to the Avalon, and didn't work out for them.
Well, Avalon kind of forced BTK to go into that type of draft. They still have the same bans, the Akai into the Basha, and they have a Fredrin priority, so I definitely think that's something that they're going to look to go for.
Ooh.
The Fredrin comes out, but here's the thing. I believe BTK are going to be looking to change up their strategy. The Matilda did not work out, and they put it on the ban table, so we're probably going to see a Valentina and an Edith pick here.
That's right. It could be that Edith pickup. I mean, Kaja is still on the table if they do want to slot that in as well. Now, this is going to be tricky, right? I mean, you could even put the Martis in Mobizane's hands. I mean, they are definitely focusing on his jungles, right? There goes the Baxia, there goes the Akai that we've seen him perform on so far in the playoffs. And you're going to see that XP ban as well, right? The Terizla. So looking at what we're seeing so far, the Kaja, there it goes, manifested it into reality. So that is going to be suppression on the table for BTK.
Oh, I love it. Yesterday, I was actually not ready for Chicken's Kaja. I was like, okay, you know, even though he said, oh, this is a character for his playstyle, because I like those heavy engages, but usually we've seen him on Edith, right? Also seen him on Kadita, and Kaja is not a character I see him often on. But yes, he surprised me. He definitely showed, okay, it's more of the playstyle that matters. It's all about my mechanical skills, also my overall understanding of the game. So I think that so far it's a great pick. They're gonna leave the jungle pick a little bit towards the later stages and just make sure they have the suppression, have what it needed to their team's favor.
Well, I actually like the Kaja in Chicken's hand. He likes a lot of these fighter picks. You know, he has taken the Kaja onto the XP lane before, but the interaction coming out, Avalon choosing to go for that Beatrix and Franco. So fighting suppression with suppression. Woo! Basic is on that Beatrix once again, that MVP, but ooh, Mobizane taking out the Martis again. And I feel like that's a really good choice. The Fredrin provides a lot of CC, a lot of utility, but the Martis, it can immune a lot of that.
Not only immunity, but he has technically CC of his own, right?
Yep.
He can definitely rush in there and do some CC onto the enemy team. And the decimation, that's really where the problem is in the early game, right? Especially toward that first neutral objective, the turtle spawning in when the enemies are low. He can rush in and pretty much clear them all out. I mean, the first Savage of NACT was on a Martis.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to DPR for that. Now, if we take a look at this draft, Martis is a character that we've seen Zane play many, many times, right? He's really comfortable with a character with an execution like Karina, like Martis. Not only are you tanky or mobile in the team fight, you also have the tool to finish off a team fight. And sometimes when you have just heavy tanks, you don't have the tool to actually finish it off. Fredrin also have the ultimate that can do a lot of things. So all of this fits Zane's playstyle really well. And so far, they just need someone to do more upfront damage. And then I think that's probably the next stage you're looking for.
And here's the interesting that coming out on this second draft here. Early on, they were looking to kind of put the EXP lanes up ahead in the draft. The Esmeralda and the Expert was picked up so early on in the phase, but this time around, they're choosing to make it last pick. They want to make sure that they have a winning lane there. BTK did pick up that Brody. The Rithel is still available, but hey man, the Brody is still going to be quite nice. And now Avalon's turn, they're definitely looking for a mage. The Navaria, the Faramis, both work really well, but this time they have to face a Valentina, and that might smell a little bit of the trouble.
Yeah, maybe the Navaria will be a better option unless you want to give BTK that Nether Realm. But hey, this is high IQ drafting so far, right? Let's just take a look at Avalon for a second. Fredrin, Group CC, single target CC suppression, Cold World. On the opposite side of the table for BTK, Group CC. You've got the Martyrs who can rush in. You've got the Terrify from Yato on the Valentina. And then you got single target CC on top of that. But now, hey, there goes the Navaria we were looking for.
Yep. There are a lot of great ultimate for Valentina to copy this game. Right? You got Franco's ultimate, you got Novara's ultimate. All of those are game-changing in a lot of ways, right? One's for vision, one's for straight-up single suppression. And you already have Kaja. That means you have double suppression actually from PDK if you get Franco's ultimate. So last pick is going to be a Contra Uranus. Are we going to potentially see Dyroth?
Well, I think Dyroth might be good, but it's a little bit risky because BTK, they don't have that true front line. The Martis and the Kaja, they still don't have that, you know, complete sustain there. But you know what I think a good pick is? The Yu Zhong might be coming out. The Black Dragon comes through, and I know it does quite well against the Uranus matchup, and it had that recent update. it might be the hero that we're looking for here.
Look, I'm going to throw a hero out there just because I really want to see it. I want to see the Esmeralda, but it's banned out, so it's not going to happen. So the Yuzong could be a possible option. He did get a little bit of so it could work out, and there it goes, Mr. Yue IQ in the drafting.
Yes, sir. The Yuzong did come out, and honestly, it does well in lane with Uranus. Uranus wants to kind of poke out the lane opponents, but the Yuzong is able to kind of get the stacks going and sustain against that. Now, Avalon has a traditional front to back. They love to play that, and honestly, that fits their playstyle. Last game, they had the Fredrin, and they had that priority. This time, they're going to take that once again. BTK, though, on the other hand, it is a traditional front to back. They have the Flicker pool coming out from Kaja, but the Yuzong might be that wildcard difference. Black Dragon form with the immune CC, he kind of just walks straight through the back, making sure that they could get the Beatrix and zoning out the Navaria.
All right, the draft has finished. It's game point to Avalon before our reigning champ got taken out, eliminated from the entire tournament. Do they have what it takes right now to actually take on this challenge? Ladies and gentlemen, the second match between BTK and Avalon. Let me hear the hype one more time.
That's right, the crowd goes wild as we are jumping into game number 2 of the loser bracket finals. Match point for Avalon against BTK.
Now, this is kind of the match that we like Mobazane on. You know, he had that Lancelot last match. It was kind of flashy. He did have the early game advantage, but this time around, he's definitely on something that we've seen quite well. Cold World already being a little bit annoying, making sure that he can kind of get the vision or force the retribution. But on the other hand, BTK, they choose to put the mage onto that XP, getting that level 2, and Promise already kind of doing a little bit of a freeze there.
Yeah, a little bit of a freeze, but this is going to be a little different from what we've seen in game number 1, especially with Mobazane running on this March as paired with Yato on the Valentina. That's pretty much anti-invade. I'm not expecting Avalon to rush in there, but wait a second. A steal, the purple buff going to BTK. That's going to delay the jungle for Tarzan.
Yeah, that pretty much means that BTK should have the early advantage on these neutral objective. The Kaja, once again, with that first skill and the passive, he's able to kind of steal away buffs, you know, with a very, very quick burst. So being able to do that is going to delay Avalon quite a lot.
Yeah, speaking of delays, here goes the battle. That's not a delay at all. Both of them some early aggression, but Chicken, I swear, every single time you watch him play on the roam, he just gets better and better, right? Already taking purple buffs within the first minute of the game.
Yeah, he's walking through with the quantum charge, so definitely whenever he does end up using that auto attack just like this, he steals away a camp and he walks away safely and regains a little bit of HP. The quantum charge has been a spell used by a lot of different people, the junglers, even you can see the Fredrin using it. Marksman is kind of very traditional, everyone uses it, and even the Yuzong now, so the Black Dragon form coming in, he gets that auto attack off, and he's going to be able to run away with a little bit of movement speed.
Now, what we seen in first game, right? We saw Avalon take the first neutral objectives, take the Lord, and also claim the first turret. BTK, they need to have a nice and early start. Was it a fluke? Was it just Mobazane running on the Lancelot, or a bad game in general? But this time around, hey, they have a second chance. Avalon's sitting at match point. They gotta get this victory if they want to move forward. BTK, they're possibly going to rev up. So Flicker in, suppression, divine judgment on the demon, forcing him to flicker away. You're going to see the Astral Echo go down, basic with the Nibiru's passion, torn apart memories from ISO. Drawing first blood, takes out demon.
Yeah, that's quite a huge first blood. It's kind of like a mirror matchup that they had before early on in the very first series. Avalon was able to grab with that turtle, and you saw Cold Ward, Flicker, and Divine Judgment, one of the heroes. And this time around, it's Chicken hiding in the bush, doing the same exact thing back. So both of these teams are using that Flicker and Divine Judgment off the cooldown.
Yeah, Blade of Heptasis being picked up from ISO. Nice and early invasion on to Tarzan's buff. Some revenge from game 1 against Mobazane. Speaking of Zane, finds Tarzan with the decimation. 2 kills left unanswered in favor for BTK.
Oh man, and we love to see that Martis animation every single time he does get that kill with the decimation. He kind of runs like a little ninja with the 2 hands on the back, you know. And honestly, right now, Mobazane, he has the early advantage lead. The items on the board, definitely, you see that Blade of Heptasis already completed with that Brody, so there's definitely going to be kill pressure onto that boss side. Basic has to be careful because Beatrix, it just takes a little bit more time to scale.
Yeah, and ISO already off to a good start. Got his first kill super early, which will give him a slight advantage, especially up against Basic, right? Speaking of gold advantage, a lot of pressure from both sides. Trying to focus on the gold lane. Oh my goodness, the Iron Hook did connect, but Zane with the anti-CC able to get out of it.
Yeah, Zane's definitely sharp in this. He did see the Franco down there too, so it might have just been a little bit of bait. He's looking to kind of close in on the spot side, and there goes the Bloody Hunt. He's going to be able to take that.
Oh, 2 hooks in a row from Cold World, and the Nibiru's passion from Basic. Finds Jato, takes him down. Mid laner falling for BTK. Chicken getting out of there very low.
Wow, that's not a lot of damage coming in from ISO. It kind of just means that, hey, BTK, they have 4 physical damage. They have the Yuzong onto that far side. So definitely Avalon is looking to build a lot of physical resistance early on. So, you know, that torn apart memory, it didn't do so much onto that Cold World. Maybe BTK, they have to look for a different priority target.
A snipe onto Zane. Demon on point alongside Cold World with these iron hooks so far. Definitely going to have to watch out for that as this turtle spawns in. Now, last game, we've seen Avalon take all the first neutral objectives, but looks like it's not going to be the same thing twice, right? BTK definitely giving them a challenge. Mobazane picking up that first kill alongside ISO will kind of help them spearhead the way to taking advantage of the early game.
And both of these teams have the suppressions on the board. Cold World with that Bloody Hunt and also Divine Judgment coming out from Chicken, but both of them are on cooldown right now, so I think both teams are going to look to kind of pull the turtle, delay the fights, and making sure that they can get the pick off before they really go for this neutral objective.
Yeah, speaking of objectives, you can see BTK already taking control of the turtle pit, wasting no time. And there it goes. Zane will get that retribution off, which will give BTK an XP advantage for the early phase.
I feel like they're trying to let the Navaria scale for the side of Avalon. They want to make sure the Navaria can clear these waves. They're not really looking to engage so quickly because Navaria, you know, she doesn't have the CC. She doesn't have the early game advantage where she could take a Bloody Hunt just like Valentina or take, you know, any ultimates right there. So the Navaria definitely needs a lot more time to scale in. And right now, Avalon's kind of doing a great job. They're still behind in gold, but at the same time, they're still getting all the farms necessary and protecting that Beatrix on the bot side.
No turrets have fallen so far, but 2 turtles for the Bloodthirsty Kings. They're already leading by 1,200 gold. The invasion onto the orange buff on Mobazane, but hey, he's running the March just now, so it may not be the same story. Look at the Mortal Coils for the double set on the Promise, on the Tarzan. Speaking of sets, T-Russian in with the dive and the Black Dragon. Onto Tarzan, getting that Shaw Essence will drop down on him as well, but Tarzan able to dash through the wall.
Yeah, that's going to be a Black Dragon form that's going to be unavailable for the next objective, so that's definitely a win.
My goodness, Iron Hook connecting on a Chicken. Bloody Hunt as well, and Basic. Nibiru's passion takes him down.
Ooh, are we seeing a little bit of an uprising revolt coming out from Avalon right here? They're definitely coming out with a burst of energy, making sure that they can get onto this set, but ISO
is going to rush in. Torn apart memories on a Basic. Very low. Now the Iron Hook, the counterplay, the punish, the low HP, and the Praise's Wrath from Tarzan secures the kill.
A lot of misplay, uncharacteristic plays coming out from BTK. It almost feels like they're slightly desperate, trying to make sure that they can make a play here and there. Mobazane, he definitely has to calm down his team, making sure that he can get some sort of advantage, maybe less of a 50-50 fight, trying to secure pickoffs, using that Divine Judgment and Flicker off the cooldown, because right now they definitely have to find the momentum back.
Yeah, and need to find some turrets. Right now, nothing has fallen, so it's still in anybody's favor. Blade of Despair picked up from Basic. We'll have a lot of physical damage on the way for the next engagement as the turtle spawns in.
Yeah, but look at Fredrin's position. He's still choosing not to engage on this objective. And very smartly, Tarzan is on the opposite side. The Retribution does get used.
Ooh, the CC forcing the Black Dragon out of T, especially with that Lord being in. And there it goes. Mobazane, yet again, third turtle picked up from BTK. ISO finding Basic, takes down the marksman for Avalon. It is currently tied up 3-3 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, once again, Chicken uses that Flicker and Divine Judgment off of the cooldown. He has 3 assists and he's just going to get more. That's the thing about Kaja. Once you have both of those spells, it's almost a guaranteed kill. And look at Demon right here. He's trying to get to the tower.
Yeah, Chicken, though, with the good zoners, the proxy of the lane, opening up the map for the Bloodthirsty Kings as ISO claims the first turret.
Yeah, earlier on, Avalon did end up getting the first tower, so this is going to be good news for BTK, but they still have a long way to go. The momentum on Avalon's side right now is just a little bit too much. Even when they're down, they're looking to invade, and right now they're in a situation where they're actually still down, but I feel like they're still going to try and go very aggressive.
And speaking of aggressive, 1v1 matchup, Promise versus T. T very low, shot assist, but the flicker from Promise draws the kill, but look at ISO wrapping around. Corrosion Strike onto the minion. Needs a torn apart memories. Here it goes. Down goes Promise. That is a 1-for-1 trade.
It's a 1-for-1 trade. Promise did get that solo kill, but here's the thing. 4 of the members rotated up onto the top side, got all of the assists, and a tower did end up falling. So that's a 1-for-1 in towers, but BTK is still going to be up in gold.
Make that 1 for 2 is another turret falling. That is BTK having the map advantage, right? It's 2-1 so far in terms of turrets. 3 turtles for the Bloodthirsty Kings, but you know what? The mid has still not been touched. That's really what's going to open up the map for both of these sides, and you can already see the teams providing that pressure.
Yeah, both teams are hiding in. This is kind of where Novaria is going to start shining. We go into that 9-minute mark. Probably 2 of the items are going to be finished up. The Clock of Destiny for the flicker play.
From Chicken on a Cold World. Will pulling back with the Divine Judgment. T with the Black Dragon. Will now drop down. No worries. Yato secures the kill, and T wrapping around, providing that vision.
I just noticed BTK, they have 2 suppressions available, so they could go for 2 different pickoffs. The Bloody Hunt coming out from IMU, from Yato, and also Chicken with the Divine Judgment. So BTK definitely have a lot of resources to pin down and single out individual targets for ISO to kind of free hits and making sure they can get these objectives.
Speaking of individual targets, turret on the top side, left unchecked, and Promise will take it down. It is now 2-2 in terms of turrets, but now the battle on the Lord Pit on the way. Tarzan, huge appraisers routes onto the full team of BTK. The Astro Echo in, Furious Dive, the knock-up. Chicken finds basic suppression down onto Chicken from Demon. He's going to go ahead and secure that kill. And now the Lord at about 45% HP. Mobazane, he has the Retribution, but he does not have the numbers. Cold World zoning him out alongside Promise. Makes his way back to the mid lane, and Tarzan in position for Retribution. Zane very low, needs to get out of there. Mortar coils. Promise almost securing the kill. Yato finds Cold World. Promise in the mid lane. T, Yato, ISO, all in position. There goes the Black Dragon. Look at the Lord, 25% HP. T finds Promise. May drop down onto Tarzan, but no! It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a Retribution, and Tarzan swinging in the jungle.
Tarzan did end up getting that Lord, and honestly, even with 2 of the members fallen, Cold World and Promise, they're still able to get that Retribution down. That's going to be good news coming out from Avalon. They're able to get that Lord and that kind of swift the momentum on that first game, and they're continuing to do the same. You see a lot of the basic.
Very low, but hey, he's going to be able to get out of there. A very close call. I mean, he's currently sitting at 2-2-1. ISO leading so far in terms of the marksmans with the KDA. Pressure in the mid lane, no. Praises rack down. Chicken will be able to get out of there, but has to burn the flicker.
Yeah, that's a defensive flicker being burned by Chicken. That is going to smell bad news for the side of BTK. Chicken needs to have that flicker to be able to get onto that Beatrix or even the Navaria. Navaria's only had 1 death. Tarzan has done so well in this game. BTK has to make sure that they're using these resources offensively.
Yeah, and speaking of offensively, Avalon on the punish with the Lord. Promise will claim another turret on the bottom side. He's just been all over the map, opening it up for Avalon, and now Bleeding Blue.
Yeah, Bleeding Blue, the conceal play does get popped. Avalon looking to push forward even more. They're able to grab up this mid tower, looking to go for that top side, and Avalon grouped up quite well. They're just having the strong lead, and I feel like the Navaria has been doing so much work. He's making sure he can hit onto that backside, and also the Franco. Those iron hooks, man, Weezy, he's definitely been hitting.
And speaking of hitting, Avalon just providing that pressure. Even though they're down in kills, they're leading so far overall, right? They put BTK on the back end, sitting with only their inhibitors and a base crystal. And not only that, it's match point.
Yeah, but ISO, if you take a look at the gold, he does have a 500 gold lead. He's still sitting at a 3-1-2. So BTK, they still have the ability to kind of turn things around, but without the map pressure, that might smell a tough situation. They got to get Chicken onto the priority targets once again, or hey, even group up, go for that Uranus on the bot side, and I think they might sneak and try to do that right now.
Yeah, and now BTK, they just got to play a little bit more passively, but look at their comfortability right there. They're so far into the jungle. Suppression on the Promise to Terrify. Wait a minute! He was able to bait out all of that utility, high IQ play. This is the time for Avalon to punish. Astro Echo in, connecting to 4 members of BTK. There goes Tarzan trying to catch T. The slow, look at the damage from the Navaria, and BTK forced back into the base.
Yeah, BTK definitely has to choose to disengage, but Cold World on the side. He does pop that conceal play, but Avalon kind of looking to see if they could catch a little bit more. The Lord is coming up in 25 seconds, so BTK is still not out of this yet. All the members are full. They're looking to rotate onto that Lord side, but hey, you see that Uranus push? That's why they picked that hero up. He is so annoying. We saw it earlier when they were taking up the neutral objectives. He was pushing onto the top side, and now he's doing the same thing on the bot.
Hey, I like to say pressure bursts pipes, and it also makes diamonds. Right now, Avalon's making some diamonds. Maybe going to go ahead and cash out on a skin with their performance today. Mobazane, though, trying to still fight it out with BTK. Now, if any team can turn this around, it's definitely the reigning champs.
And honestly, BTK, they have a very team fight-oriented composition. They can't really deal with the split pressure coming out from Uranus. They have a Yuzong, and Yuzong has the full send, and look at the conceal play. Chicken
is going to go in with the Divine Judgment on the Cold World. Make it or break it. Yato very low. Black Dragon from T. Zane at 50% HP. The taunt goes in. Zane trying to front line. Now keep in mind, he is running this Martis, so it can get a little tricky for Avalon, right? As soon as they're low HP, there goes the decimation. The additional damage that Zane is looking for. Astro Echo from afar. And it looks like Avalon has taken control of the Lord Pit.
Avalon's definitely going to be taking control of the Lord Pit here. You can see a lot of the spells being burnt out from both sides, but here's the thing. The Black Dragon form, the cooldown is just way too long. The Divine Judgment is also the same, and the Bloody Hunt coming out from Franco, it's still there.
Yeah, it's definitely still there. Suppression on both sides of the table, but the Lord, Avalon getting what they came for in the lead so far for this game. Match point versus BTK.
Yeah, right here, BTK, they still have to find the priority targets. And right there, Basic and Demon for me are definitely going to be the go-to targets. They're the highest damage dealers in the game, but it's so hard to reach onto that backside when you're going against something like the Uranus, the Franco, the Fredrin. So BTK, they have to be careful. Maybe get Mobazane in the front, tank 1 or 2 ultimates, get the Black Dragon coming in from the side and making sure the Divine Judgment comes in with that flicker, and Chicken has those spells available here.
And the reigning champs, BTK, trying to hold their spots. Avalon on the push, trying to change history and take down the #2 for the NACT fall season, the #1 for the last season. T hovering around with the Black Dragon lure, crashing into the inhibitor turret for top side. Astro Echo going out from Demon, hitting BTK. Mobazane finds Tarzan. That is one member falling for Avalon for the Iron Hook. The suppression, the Bloody Hunt, and Demon taking down Chicken. 1-for-1 trade.
Man, and Cold World is the new guy that's coming in, so he's definitely making a lot of impact in this series. And right now, they're pushing onto BTK's base. The towers are falling. The Beatrix is just a little bit too much to handle. Basic, definitely on his bread and butter. Push that mid-side tower, looking for the bot side now.
Yeah, Avalon, sharks in the water, smelling blood. BTK bleeding out. The bloodthirsty Kings at that. Trying to hold off, trying to remain with the title as the champions of North America. Avalon giving them the greatest challenge yet.
Yeah, the Wolves' Claws are just a little bit too much to handle. The Retribution does come out. Mobazane choosing to back off a little bit. They have to clear this way, but this is the last tower that they have.
Furious Passion going out from Basic. Zane needing to go back and get some regen. They do have the minions sync, but hey, it's a very aggressive push. Speaking of aggression, T looking like Superman out there with the Black Dragon, forcing Avalon out of BTK's base.
Well, BTK right now, they definitely have to kind of wait up. The Lord is going to be spawning in 60 seconds, so just trying to make sure they can get a lane clear on these waves. We're heading into a 16-minute mark, so the gold lead doesn't make too much of a difference. The kills are only 6 tonight here.
5-man Astro Echo, suppression in with the Iron Hook on Mobazane, the king of the jungle. Basic Furious Passion from afar. Fried Chicken trying to frontline. Ringo Order goes out. The taunt, though, may be too much to handle, especially with that Fredrin and the Energy Eruption. One inhibitor left standing, and that may not be able to stand for much longer as Basic is going to burst it down. The full base has been open for the Bloodthirsty Kings.
Avalon definitely looking to push forward onto this game. And once again, when the base towers are all completely gone, the opportunity that BTK has are just going to slim down so much more. When the Lord Dance do happen, and I know Avalon loves to do the Lord Dance, they're going to have a lot of trouble. And Avalon, actually, Basic, he loves to do the banana split. He loves to go forward. He loves to go for kind of, the backdoor plays. And, we might be seeing that happen in this game. But BTK, they definitely have a team fight-oriented comp. They still have the ability to come back, especially with the Black Dragon form and the Divine Judgment. But honestly, right now, Avalon, it just seems like the momentum is too much to handle.
Too much to handle. A little NACT slogan out there, my fight, my moment over there. This is definitely BTK's chance to turn this around, right? The Lord has spawned in. They do have a full team. If they lose this objective, Avalon may be able to close this out. There's no more inhibitor standing.
Yeah, there's definitely no more inhibitors standing. As you can see, the one that is clearing the lane is going to be ISO, and that's a lot of damage out of BTK that they don't have for these team fights. So to be putting ISO onto that position, you're going to see the Uranus. He's going to clear the lanes, and they're just going to go for the fights.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, take your seats, buckle up, because there's going to be a lot of turbulence on this flight, as you are seeing BTK trying to hold him off, trying to rush into the Lord as it did get evolved. Here it goes, Basic very low. That's the marksman for Avalon. He needs to get out of there. celebrate. Yato will take him down. Huge play for BTK. Everybody fighting it out. ISO finds one, gets Demon. Tarzan very low, furious dive from T on the chase. Tarzan forced out. He does have the retribution. Chicken not gonna let him go. Ringo order for the slow. BTK has turned this around. They found the marksman. They found the demon. Both backlines down for Avalon. This will be a chance for them to claim this Lord or close this game out as Tarzan Immortality has been proc. Chicken, Yato, ISO, a diamond formation will be able to burst them out. And look at the Lord, Zayn in position, the king of the jungles, the leader for North America, and the reigning champs are now going to be able to claim this Lord uncontested.
A huge play coming out from T and Fried Chicken right there, able to get onto Basic, and that was a priority target that they need. Basic did end up getting away with the sliver of health with that flicker, but Yato was just too close. He closed that gap, making sure he could get that last hit, and it pushed BTK onto a winning team fight. And now with the Lord marching down, I feel like it's going to be going onto that bot side. They have an advantage to kind of just sink these waves right here. The items on the board, everyone is full build, but I like to see a little bit more immortality. BTK especially, they need a little bit of late game insurance. Maybe we'll see a little quick sell coming out from these people.
That's right, and this is what BTK needed, right? Their backs were against the wall, and hey, they're the reigning champs for a reason, and now they are leading by having this Luminous Lord, right? We're in the late game. This is 20 minutes in. The respawn timers are way too high to really even deal with, and with the Luminous Lord in their favor, they're known to be able to close it out.
Yeah, so BTK definitely, as the regaining champs right here, they are going to try and push. The conceal plate does happen to 4-man death ball onto that top side, 5-man, and the Lord is marching down on the far side, so BTK definitely looking to get some real estate here. They grabbed up that top tower, and they're going for that mid.
Hey, I know everybody's at the edge of their seats right now. Me and Yue literally standing up with this anticipation on what's going to happen, right? BTK, if they lose this, Avalon will move forward onto the grand finals. But if they win, we will be going to a game number 3 in the loser bracket finals as BTK pushing through the mid lane.
Yeah, but it's definitely still going to be a close series. They're able to clear onto that mid side, so no towers are going to fall. Additionally, for the side of Avalon, the Lord is coming down. So definitely, BTK, they're looking to grab up that next objective. With this Luminous Lord coming down here, it's definitely going to crash.
So it's going to be a hard one to do. The lanes aren't synced, but the Lord will possibly open up the base. But a huge play to Terrify on the Cold World. You are going to see the Lord to go ahead and take down the turret. Mobazane, killing spree activated, finds Cobra, and the abuse pass from Basic. Astro Echo connects to the full team of BTK. Wait a second. Did Avalon turn this around? They did lose a member, but they're forced BTK out. Appraiseless Wrath. The abuse passion not hitting the mark. BTK now on the run. You are going to see the energy eruption possibly on the way from Tarzan, but now he needs to get out. He's the jungler, right? He has the retribution, but the Lord won't spawn for the next 60 seconds. This is a stalemate, Yue, right? Over 20 minutes, anybody's match.
It's a stalemate indeed, but BTK, once again, they still have all their towers on the inhibitor, but looking to push the mid side.
Yeah, ISO will be able to clear that up. And now leaving Avalon with their inhibitor suppression in on the Tarzan, the Petrify on the dive, Astro Echo in. Tarzan still alive, 25 memories from ISO to change that. Unstoppable, able to take him down. Mobazane though, does full Basic, takes him out. Demon, Fried Chicken, ISO falls. Promise, getting the kill. T very low, the Rico. Yato, they don't know he's in the bush. Yes, they do. Demon flickers away. Yato trying to chase, but Promise on his tail will be able to take him down. Demon secures the kill. T by himself, back at the base. My goodness, Yue, Avalon full sending it, pushing through against the reigning champs of the North American Challenger Tournament fall season. And will they be able to close it out? Black Dragon, last resort. T hovering around, trying to fight it off, trying to maintain that crown. Minions are in play. Avalon, one member to go through. Immortality has been procced. T very low with a truncheon. He bought it. Suppression. Big brain plays, but not enough against Avalon. A full wipeout against BTK. And there it goes. Minions in the mid lane. Avalon full sending it. 4-man team. 1, 2, 3. That is all you did. Able to take down the Bloodthirsty Kings. A clean sweep.
BTK, the regaining champions, did end up falling. Congratulations to Avalon, the hugest upset so far in this grand finals series. The exciting matches coming through. Avalon definitely did their homework this time around. It was a 2-0 streak against them the first time, and now they completely regained the momentum and completely swept the Kings.
I'll tell you what, I'm trying to regain my momentum, trying to breathe after that crazy performance, man. Avalon last night, hey, they definitely did their homework, right? We've seen them get nothing but sweeps against BTK. That's just been dominating against them the entire season. But last night, I don't know what they did, but they have flipped the script.
we definitely have to find out what they did, because if we get that momentum in a ranked game, we should be winning a lot. But this is about the grand final series, and Avalon, now they're going to be moving on to the next stage, going against TOB. This is a team that hasn't done so well against these top two teams, and to be able to get the victory here, that is so huge for Avalon.
Yeah, definitely the momentum is pumping right now for Avalon, and the audience is just going wild. Who would have thought this would have happened? The number 3 taking down the number 2 for the NACT fall season.
Oh my God. You heard the crowd, right? You know what's up? This is insane. I'm speechless. I still try to organize my thoughts, but Avalon has done the impossible, right? It's literally, whatever watching, it seemed like BTK had a chance. It seemed like they were grabbing onto the chance really tight. And then Basic's like, nope, that's not gonna happen. It's ending right here and right now.
And honestly, the leadership coming out from Basic, I know he's the one that kind of put together the roster, definitely pushed ahead. The scoreboard is going to be 11-14, but Avalon is the one that takes this 22-game victory, and we have to give it to kind of the Demon. 4, 2, and 5, the positive KDA, he was able to clear the waves when BTK was trying to push onto that mid-side tower, and that's going to be kind of it. And also, Cold World, we saw the Iron Hooks. Early on, he was able to get a lot of impactful play, and to be the wild card in this 5-man roster, that's huge.
And hey, it wasn't the easiest battle. Definitely wasn't a one-sided story, right? We're talking about a 22-minute game, 11-14. There was a time where Avalon had the advantage, and then BTK turned it around, but then once it gets to that late game, hey, anything can happen, especially with those respawn timers. Hey, there it goes. Speaking of timers, a little bit of a blast from the past. Both teams fighting it out, and one of the best series we've had so far in the playoffs is Demon taking down Chicken, Avalon pushing through. Now on the other side, BTK is some of their highlight moments.
Oh my goodness. Dude, I'm overwhelmed by emotions right now. Like, I literally still don't know what to say. Forget about the game for a second. There's so many highlights. This is the play that turned everything around, right? BTK had the opportunity. Look at Promise. BTK really had the opportunity. It's like yesterday when BTK was going against TOB when we could have gone to a game 3. BTK lost everything in one fight. This is it. This is the same thing. History repeated itself again, right? Like, they had the opportunity, and it just, everything turned around when they overstayed their welcome just a little bit.
And we talked about Demon early on. He was a silent assassin on the mage. He had the Navaria pick, but right here, 42% damage dealt. And Tarzan, also 20%, just as much as the marksman. And he's building all tank, right? So this, you know, the stats honestly are pretty even throughout the game. BTK, they were holding on to kind of like a small goal lead in the beginning, but just seemed like Avalon was just more favorable in these fights. Their draft was just a little bit better, and everything just worked in their favor.
Yeah, definitely one of the spiciest games we've had so far, man. We didn't know which way it was going to go. A lot of emotions, not only in the crowd, but for us on the desk as well. I mean, I'm speechless, just like you said as well. We just don't know what's going to happen now. This means that Avalon's going to be going up against the Ohio brothers.
Oh my God, Avalon versus the Ohio brothers, a match that few of us actually foreseen. I mean, now everybody who voted for TOB, who voted for BTK, which is, hey.
Me.
See?
And me.
Gosh, what a series from Team Avalon. You gotta give all the boys shout out for what they have achieved on the stage. They've proven it impossible. Obviously, they were going through a little bit of trouble towards the later stages of NACT regular season, but come to the playoff, you know, what was that? You know, where was this all coming from? We're just we're just like hiding. But guys, I think everybody we cannot tell you more, you know, how awesome that match was, but we have our MVP ready. It is going to be Mr. Basic. Let's take a look at his stats.
Yeah, Basic coming in with the Beatrix. Once again, he had the MVP yesterday with the Beatrix plays, and he has it again today. So that's definitely going to be a hero that TOB may not want to give. Now, the stats don't look too pretty, 2-3-1, 3-3-5, but it definitely tells that Avalon is going to be macro-oriented. They really like to push for the objectives, making sure that Basic is going to be good, winning just small and very important skirmishes onto that late game, and it kind of brings a lot of like the Asian type of games. The MPLs over there, the kill scores are really, really low, and they're just making sure that they can get the macros and the objective setups.
That's right. One small step for Basic, one huge leap for Avalon as we're looking at the heat map, 22-35 second game. look at it. In the mid lane, majority of it, a little bit of invasion on that bottom side toward that orange buff, and Basic, he's just been known to dominate in the gold lane.
Oh my god. Yeah, look at it. You know, this team map is actually quite interesting. 22-minute game. Avalon on the bottom side, they were defending a red buff a little bit because early game, even early game actually, Avalon was running into trouble, right, with the buff stolen and everything. So how they actually turn the entire game around, is still able to carry. I think all come down to the last team fight with a quick thinking from Basic to take down Zayn, and the team was helping Zayn, and unfortunately he was, you know, just not able to survive. But guys, we have our MVP on stage with our wonderful host Liz. Let's go take a look.
You are right, Dave. I'm here with Basic. Basic, I feel like I just had you here literally yesterday, but congratulations with the series. How does it feel to defeat the reigning champs of BTK?
We know that we're gonna win because they were too focused on TOB, so we're kind of confident to go up against them because we know they don't really care about us that much because they think that we're an easy win. So you know that kind of helps us.
You guys weren't lying when you said you had good scrims yesterday, so you've been preparing for this, and coming on stage today, you guys knew that you can take this series away from BTK, right?
Yes.
And for you, Basic, you're here twice this far. How do you feel about the next match against TOB?
Just same energy, I guess. You know, right now we just came from winning. Even though we're kind of tired from that, I think we can still, you know, go on.
And I think so too. You guys built up the momentum and you guys made BTK cry. Congratulations to Avalon. The next series will be on the way. So everybody, this is Basic, the 2x MVP for the playoff stage. And the future will hold for you now. Everybody, after a short break, you know what the vibes is. It's G4 time, Gosu time, so do not go anywhere. We're gonna come back in after a short break.
Could be huge, but it looks like could be another kill.
Yeah, Praisers wrap onto Marcuti ends his hopes.
In the world of esports, every battle is a chance to prove oneself. Every moment holds the potential for greatness. It's not just about winning, but the spirit of competition that drives us forward. NACT 2023 Fall Season is where dreams are realized, where champions are crowned, and where legends are made. In the arena, we face our rivals head-on with unwavering focus and unwavering resolve. We leave no stone unturned, no opportunity wasted.
BTK doesn't want to go out
Together, we create moments that will be etched in history. We inspire, we innovate, and we forge new paths towards glory. NACT 2023 Fall Season. My fight, my moment. Welcome to a journey through time as we delve into the transformative milestones of North American Challenger Tournament, NACT. Our story begins on April 11th, 2022, when the North America Community Tournament was officially renamed to North America Challenger Tournament. The official NA YouTube channel was also introduced, and Team A77 claimed the title of champion for the season. Fast forward to August 7th, 2022, and NACT evolved into an officially organized North American regional event. The tournament spanned 13 days of thrilling online broadcasts, with Team First Blood triumphantly seizing the championship. As we moved into the fall of 2022, the first ever offline grand final was held, taking the tournament to a whole new level. This landmark event took place in Las Vegas, USA, creating an unforgettable live experience for all the fans and competitors. The NACT trophy was unveiled and the championship title went to the Valley. They also represented North America in the M4, finishing in an impressive 6th place. It was a remarkable moment as it marked the start of a new era for NACT. By February 2023, the NACT spring season was underway. The offline finals took place on May 14th at the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. Our live stream page was a sensation, reaching number 36 on YouTube's trending list. Gerald Solomon, the head of the North American Esports Association, was in attendance. Bloodthirsty Kings, who will represent the United States in the IESF. This has been a brief look at the significant milestones of NACT, charting its growth, evolution, and the challenges conquered along the way. Stay tuned as we continue to make esports history.
The upcoming tournament for NACT